Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Do you want to make more money? Of course, we all do. So find out how easy it is to train at home for a better career. Just get a pencil and paper right now and write down this toll-free number. There's absolutely no obligation and no salesman will visit you. At International Correspondence Schools, more than 10 million men and women have trained for job promotions and new careers without setting foot inside a classroom. And now at home in your spare time, you can get your career diploma. Choose from any one of these courses. ICS High School, Child Daycare, Interior Decorating, Wildlife Forestry, Auto Mechanics, Computer Programming, Medical Dental Office Assistant, Journalism Short Story, Dressmaking, Fitness and Nutrition, Art, Police Sciences, Gardening, TV VCR Repair, Animal Sciences, Firearms Repair, Travel Tourism, Electronics, Secretarial, Small Engine Repair, Electrician, Child Psychology, or get your diploma in Hotel Restaurant Management, Bookkeeping, Business Management, or Accounting. Compare your present salary with the money you could be making in any one of these careers. They'll be repeated for you at the end of this commercial, so have your pencil ready to jot down the course you're most interested in. Then call the ICS toll-free number, and we'll send you one of these exciting career packs absolutely free with all the information you need. Your career pack explains how easy it is to study at home. It tells you about the many success stories of other people just like yourself who trained through ICS and got better jobs. And that's not all. You'll also see the exciting learning materials included in your course at no extra cost. They make it easy and fun to train for that better career. Here are those courses again, so call today for free information.
Call now for the free information Sally Struthers spoke about. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better career to make more money or advance in your present job. Call 1-800-637-9800. Operators are on duty now to send you free information by return mail. Choose any one of these exciting careers. That's 1-800-637-9800. Call now.
What is it?
Say,
What is it?
hey, why it's Buttercup. Popcorn, add sweet cream butter to hot popcorn. Mix it up, wrap it up, Buttercup is born.
It's delicious.
So nutritious.
It's a taste delight.
It's so munchy,
Crisp and crunchy.
you'll enjoy each bite. Eat butter-drenched Buttercup popcorn at its best.
Served in a king-size cup.
It beats all the rest.
Show starts in 5 minutes.
Here's a new taste treat. The corn dog. Plump, juicy wieners are dipped in a thick, golden Southern-style corn batter that seals in all their freshness and flavor. If you like hot dogs, you'll love corn dogs. Everybody does. Try a corn dog with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment corner now. Corn dogs.
To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go!
It's 3 minutes till showtime. Here's a choice of food and drink to satisfy anyone and everyone. You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment. Something to please all tastes and age groups.
Show starts in 2 minutes.
It's refreshment time, folks.
Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on. Taste that beats the others cold. Pepsi pours it on.
Yum, yum. It's a meal in itself. Our all-meat super dog. Enjoy one now.
Show starts in 1 minute.
Today we're interviewing a stomach.
Hello there.
What is life like as a stomach?
Oh, boy, it was humdrum. I mean, until what's-his-name discovered Tony's Pizza.
Tony's Pizza?
Yeah, I was suffering from the pizza cravings until Tony's came along. Crispy crust and zesty sauces. Wow.
And so now... What's that?
Another pizza craving. Just thinking about Tony sets it off.
Oh, where are you going?
He's going to get a Tony's Pizza. And I follow him anywhere.
Does your stomach send you pizza craving signals? Oh, wow. Tony's, the Pizza Cravers Pizza. Available at the concession stand.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
Oh, my goodness gracious. It's showtime. Wait, we'll turn it into a relatable meme. That feeling when you're on the Twitch, but you're not ready yet. Dadgummit, what in the world is... No. All right, there we go. Just did the blowhard. Yeah, that's that's always an option. That's always an option. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. How's it going, everybody? Long time no see. JK, just seen you yesterday, and I'm very pleased to see you again. Except for the folks that weren't here yesterday and are here today. Then I'm pleased to see you for the first time since the last time. Let's call the whole thing off. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Saka. Reporting live from my home here in outer space. It's where all my stuff is. And you know what? It's where all your stuff is too. In this galaxy around in here. So that's probably why we get along so famously. All our stuff is in the same galaxy. Isn't that weird? What are the odds? What are the odds of that? I don't know. It's like 7? I don't really know odds. I'm not a gambling guy. I don't know exactly how that works. Mo Rock, is this super speed or not? Get out of here with your garbage. How dare you? Trying to get my goat. You of all people. Hello, maiden. Smooches for you. It's called a Renico Chan. We got Karen Susie in here. Ticket for you. That's right. Troll. Yes, it's the wrong group, Mo Rock. How dare you? How dare you? Pants o'clock. Yep, me too. Scotty B518 is here. Even though he was attacked by the Russians a while back. Our good pal Calicott is here. Mad Lad Radgy and Gadgy in the house. He will splash. He will splash. And not even think twice about it. Uh-oh. A lot happening all at once.
Watch out for the space needs. Oh, yeah.
There's so much going on. I would glitch out like Max Headroom. Like, well, I guess I'll do a dad joke. That's more like a goat, really. That's a terrible Max Headroom impression. Max Headroom jokes, those are popular, right? All the kids still talk about Max Headroom, don't they? Cujo of Salem's Lot, good to see you. Uncle Jimmy's Basement. Yes, indeed he is. Pepsi, very good. Commodore Friday is here. We got Maiden. Yes, Pepsi does pour it on 100%. Let's see, Calicott, Uncle Jimmy's Basement, Code Ridico Chan. Cujo of Salem's Lot. Yes, indeed. And we pretend like it's on the first season of Gilligan's Island. And the rest. You know, the first while of Gilligan's Island, they didn't say the Professor and Mary Ann. They added that later. It's a show about 7 people. It's a show about 7 people. And they name check 5 of them. They list 5 of the people, and then they're like, that's enough. That's enough. We don't want people to get too confused and name all 7. So we'll just say, and the rest. You know what I mean? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's like if you went to a party, you know what I mean? And somebody was introducing you to 7 people. And you shook the first 5 people's hand, and then the last 2 people you just went, well, I'm going to go get me something to drink or something like that. Well, just 2 more people, man. You already met 5. What's the big deal? You can't sing 2 more names? Or maybe they just sat there and, oh yeah, you're going to hear a lot of Baby Sock this evening. You're going to hear a lot of Baby Sock this evening. I don't know what, because, you know, she watches these YouTube videos, and her favorite ones are the ones where the characters don't talk. They just sort of do like, you know, like if they see something yummy, they go, ooh, oh, yum, 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 oh, ah, eh, oh, no, and they just go like, and they just go bananas, and everything's overemphasized, and they just do. So then she thinks that she's one of those characters, and she runs around, just goes, blah, and one of these dadgum videos, the little thing was screaming, and she just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So, for the past, you're gonna hear her a lot. You're gonna hear her a lot. And plus, not to make anybody jealous, but earlier she, when I got home from catching Speedies today, she treated me to a rendition on her little toy flute thing. It was a good 10-minute version of Jingle Bells that she played using one note that sounded like it was coming from a rusty steam whistle. It was glorious. It was glorious. I wish I had a recording of that. Could sell it to the military for torture purposes. Yeah, I think she did discover a new octave. We've been letting her hang around that dadgum Mariah Carey too much. It gets December, Mariah Carey starts coming around teaching all the children to new octaves. You know what I mean? We gotta, which, you know, I guess really, it's our fault as parents. We didn't put the traps out this year like we normally do. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, so don't be surprised. I blame the parents too. I mean, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What could be more important? Oh yeah, you were right there before I said that. That's awesome. Oh man, I don't know. I guess maybe lagged, or maybe I'm lagged. I don't know. Maybe it's not me, it's you. I've heard that a lot in my life. A lot of people have told me it's not me, it's you. So I don't really know. No, wait, they said it's not you, it's me. Or something like, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't really paying attention to what they said. Usually they would try to say stuff like that when something good was on TV too, you know what I mean? You stop paying attention to? There you go. Hey, what's going on there, Danny Manny? Yes, indeed, yes. The old draw link, yeah. That number, the number of baby sock squeals right there is 81. We may end up by the end of the night putting a 1 in front of it, unless, good Lord willing, she finally falls asleep. She got up early this morning, had a big day at school, went back to school for the first time since we all caught the that disease that everybody's so crazy about. So she's probably gonna go from 60 to 0. As she so often does. Fall asleep. Oh my goodness gracious, Mo Rocker, get out of here with your garbage. Get out of here with your garbage.
Baby sock going all cattywampus is the cutest thing ever.
Oh, thank you so much, Calicut. I appreciate that. Much appreciated, my friend. And also, Calicut, thank you so much for those 102 bits. Watch out for the Space Meese, yes indeed, Dios. That was when everything was happening. It kind of got lost in the shuffle. Sometimes, if you would have been able to see my brain, like hear what I was thinking, you know what would have happened? Whenever the too many gimmicks come on, it's just the dial-up modem noise happening in my brain. It's just like. That's what happens in my brain. It just shuts down and tries to reconnect, like somebody picked up the phone or something like that. Ray 1982. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I hate to take you back to the pandemic, but I'm happy to see yous again too, my friend. You always take me right back to 1982 because it's right there in the name. So I have a 28 point. Well, I was trying to do 56K, but my impression's not too good. My impression's not too good. I tried to do a 56K coming on Friday. I do the best I can with what I got. You know what I mean? Would you have no tongue, no vocal cords, no teeth, and no, well, I guess I got a throat area. You know, I can't just go to a singing teacher. They'll be like, oh yeah, so you just want to open up your vocal cords? And I'll be like, oh yeah. Yeah, take a look at that. Here, hey, why don't you just reach in and open them for me? How about that? I'll make your job real easy for you. They'll be like, well, why don't you maybe emphasize, well, and then they give me a refund. That's why I'll never be a professional singer. And the whole time, Mariah Carey is teaching my child new octaves, which is going to deafen me at an even faster rate. Is this live Nitrous Cutter? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? That's a deep question. It could be a normal question, but it could be a very deep question, depending on how you think about it, I suppose. So I suppose. I think, therefore, I am, or something like that. I seen that on a bumper sticker one time. And I didn't get it, but, like, I laughed, you know, because I didn't want them to think I was stupid. You ever do that? You ever say something that somebody, like, obviously is supposed to be funny, but you're like, I don't get it. I mean, you give them, like, the courtesy, like, yeah, oh, yeah, that's crazy. I do that a lot. I feel like I do that a lot more lately than I ever used to. I don't know if that's me or them. I don't know if people are getting more boring and less funny, or I'm just getting dumber and I don't get no jokes no more. And it's not even like little kids, like Gen Z or whatever, with their, you know, weird, whatever, toilets and stuff like that. It's just like old, like people the same age as me. They'll say something like, I don't know what you're talking about. It must be. Well, you are hilarious, Mo Rocket. That is true. You are. Could you give yourself pink eye if you sit in the same place for hours and hours and gas yourself with dense farts? Well, I think probably yeah. Probably yeah. Maybe if you did sunglasses or something like that, that may delay the effect. But it's hard to say. But then again, wait, I gotta say. Sock Op is not a doctor, so any information contained herein is for informational and educational. I mean, no, not for educational. Entertainment purposes. That's what I do. That's what it is. Anti-Snowman, thank you so much for driving the speed limit. Yes, indeed, yo. Goodness gravy. Karen Susie tried to kill me with my own TV VCR combo. Good to see you. Anti-Snowman. Man, you would enjoy this part of the country. I don't know where you're from, Anti-Snowman, but if you are Anti-Snowman, this is a good place to be. You very, very rarely run into a snowman in this part of town, even in the coldest of winters. Because it doesn't snow very often. So even when it does snow, the people that have enough snow to make a snowman are terrible at making snowmen. So if they make it's more just like a, it's like a leaning tower with a carrot out the side of it or something like that. It's not really a snowman. Perhaps. Like if that snowman came to life like Frosty the Snowman, he wouldn't be running around with a broom playing with the kids. He'd just be like, "Kill me, please, please kill me." So many people sitting in offices. Maybe Nitrous Cutter. I'm not sure. Not sure. Where is your accent from? Well, I don't know. I watched a lot of TV. That's probably where it came from. I don't think it was from my parents. I don't remember talking to them a whole lot. It was always like, "Get out there and mow the lawn," stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. They were great. No, it's from all over the place, I suppose. Sock Spear time. Yes, it is Sock Spear time. You did do you redeemed the Sock Spear for the open phone lines. That's I wonder how the robot is going to interpret that. That's going to be very interesting. So I got to go to www.internet.robot.bbs or something. However you, I don't know. I got a guy. He does it for me. That's not true. I do it myself. Let me see. So I'm talking to the robot now. Can you write me a poem about the open phone lines? I'm very interested to see what the robot is going to think. There's an effect. Well, there was. We used to have a whole bunch. Oh, here we go. Oh, my goodness gracious. It even gave me a link to buy an old-timey phone on Amazon, I think, maybe. I would show it to you, but that's too many clicks of a button. And it's a picture of a phone. You've seen this before. Even if it's like a cartoon or something like that. You've seen a dadgum phone before. All right, now I got to copy and paste it. And go into the old Sock Spear room. 14.4 round robin lines. Unlimited UD creds for LD callers. Goodness gracious. Unbelievable. Baby Sock has made a voiceover appearance several times, Harvey Esquire, but she has not come in to choke me, at least as of yet. But we'll see. I think now she's too busy driving her mother crazy. Thank God. So let's go to the old Sock Spear Theater. Don't read that. Don't read that. Don't look at it. Look over there. Hey, look over there. All that stuff. No one under 30. But yeah, that's very generous coming up Friday under 30. Very generous. All right, here we go. Here is a poem requested by our good pal, Carter Nico-chan, about the open phone lines. I haven't read it. I don't know what it says. Hopefully there's no, racial slurs or anything like that in there. Or, cursey words, like butt. I apologize. I didn't mean to say butt in front of y'all. But I can't do poetry to this music. No sirree, Bobby. Got to pause that right there and play some fancy music. Now we're talking. All right, here we go. Here comes a poem about the open phone lines. In the hush of the night, when the world sleeps tight, open phone lines hum with a ghostly light. A network of whispers unseen and unheard, carrying stories and secrets each carefully worded. Image of old-fashioned television. Oh, that's the picture. Whoops-a-daisy. I forgot to take that part out. A mother checks in. A lover's voice croons. A child's laughter rings out, dispelling the gloom. Hey, that's been happening here. Friends share their dreams, hopes, and fears untold. Their words like warm tears, precious and bold. Good Lord. In the darkness, connections are made. Hearts and minds intertwined, unafraid. They must be calling that Sally Struthers. A lifeline of solace, a haven from pain, the open phone lines holding lives in their strain. You ever held a life in your strain before? I can't say I've had the pleasure. Image of phone book at night. Oh, dadgummit, another picture. Tumblr, phone book. But sometimes the lines carry weight and despair. Uh-oh. This is the beginning of Act. This is Act 2 right here, where the conflict comes in. Whispers of sorrow, a burden to bear. A lonely soul's cry. Hey, don't stop playing. A lonely soul's cry. A desperate plea in the silence of the night for the world to see. Hello, Golden Star 2020. Yet the lines remain open. A constant embrace. A testament to humanity in this lonely space. Can light the way forward, leaving its mark. So listen carefully to the hum in the air, for in the open phone lines a story is there. A story of connection, of love and of grace, woven together in this beautiful space. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Oh man, that was a great poem. That was actually really good. That was a really good poem. Way to go, Coderico Chan. Do you know the robot or something like that? Do you know all of the subjects that the robot is passionate about? That was some chutzpah to that. You know what I mean? Is that the right word? Chutzpah? It had some had some meat to it, something like that. Oh, you don't know any robots? Oh well, I had to introduce you to some. You thought it was okay? You went and had dinner with a giant of a big brother. I mean that mildly, literally. Because he has gigantism and stands at 8 foot, 500 pounds. That is a big brother. And his wife, Queenie. We ate a whole deer. Live in rural Oklahoma. How was the deer prepared? Just like,
Breaking news. Just another blowhard is running errands. He will be here soon.
Breaking news, everybody. Thank you so much. Just another blowhard. Yes, indeed. He'll be here before you know it. Ladies, try to calm yourselves. Oh, teriyaki style. Man, I tell you what, there's nothing more delicious than a teriyaki style entire deer, especially in Oklahoma. I've never had an Oklahoma deer, but I hear that they're very tasty there. I've had more of a the deer that I've had. I believe came from the SEC. So those are more the ones that I've had, but they are pretty good.
Hello,
Mr. Dangus. How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for subscribing. For 17 months. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. More of an alligator kind of person. Alligator's not bad. It's a little, well, I've only ever had it fried. Oh, and jerky. I've had alligator jerky. But you jerky anything, it's pretty good. You know what I mean? That's sort of like a cheat code. But the gator that I've had has always been a little greasy. But if you got any good recipes, I'm more than happy to hear them. Padistador, it's so good to see you again. Except the deer. Oh, look at that. Look at that, Mo Rocca. With the Auburn hate. That's right. That's right. Thank you for being... Oh, Mr. Dangus. Smooch's views, my friend. Smooch's views. Kangaroo. I've had kangaroo jerky. I don't know how these little jerky places get away with it. Either A, they're completely lying and it's all just, like cat and stuff. Or B, there's some sort of loophole in the law that says, like, you can't... Because you can't go to the dadgum grocery store and buy kangaroo or... You know what I mean? All these weird exotic animals that you can find jerkied. But you go to one of these House of Jerkies places, and they got any animal. It's like going to the zoo, but, like a sadder version. You get any animal you want in there. And you can have it, like, spicy or not. All kinds of garbage. Oh,
An anonymous user gifted a Tier 1 subscription to Moorocker 13.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yes, indeed, yes. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Emo? Emo Phillips, Reggie and Gadget? He'd be too stringy. I don't think Emo Phillips would be very good to eat. Oklahoma, pretty much as long as you get an exotic pet license and the animal doesn't get out or be clearly abused, you can have pretty much any animal as a pet. You got wild alligators, bears, tigers, and a few... Oh, really? Interesting. I didn't know that. I know all the different states have, like, different laws about, some places they're like, no, you may not keep a hedgehog or whatever. And then other places are like, why are you asking me if you're going to have a hedgehog? Leave me alone. I'm trying to, like, you know, do government things. Koala jerky, frog jerky, squirrel jerky, all the jerkies, Mr. Daggis. That, I don't know, for some reason that felt very musical.
Let's get a daggum hype train going. Right, Macho Man Randy Savage?
Man, Macho Man is a mind reader. He answered before you even asked the question.
Ooh, yeah!
And then he answered again. That time I made him. Told him to. Ooh, salmon jerky is great. Thank you, Calicut, so much for those 102 delicious bits. You know, I was gonna, Golden Star, that's the first place that my mind went to. I thought that Tiger King was in Oklahoma. But I didn't want it to be, I didn't want to be wrong and get embarrassed on the internet. That's the worst.
Do you want to earn more sock points? Sure, we all do. Choose from any one of these chatter courses. Gimmick Redeemer, Speed a Troll, Emoji Spammer, Clip, Drop Maker,
An
Sound
anonymous
Triggerer,
user gifted a tier
Rambling
1
Caller,
subscription to Golden
Inebriated
Star
Caller,
2022.
Curse word
Parkours. Curse word caller, or being that guy that brings up politics. Commodore Friday, thank you so much for those 101 delicious bits. Along with the Sally Struthers style list of possible occupations that you too can get a degree in from International Correspondence School. Just call the number that's on your screen and no salesman will ever visit you. And thank you, Anonymous, for gifting that subscription sandwich to Golden Star 2022 Oklahoma. Of course. Dear Eater.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 subscription to Useless Assistant.
Thank you so much for gifting a sub sandwich to the Useless Assistant. I don't know who that is. But thank you so much, Anonymous. Oh, now we're in VHS mode.
I used to live just a little bit away from Tulsa.
Get out of here, Scotty B518. Did you really? That's awesome. I've never been to Tulsa. Never been to Tulsa. Wait, I feel a song coming on. Wait, boys and girls, I feel a song coming on. I've never been to Tulsa, but I hear the alligators great. And I've never been to Tulsa, but if I did, then I'd have to wait. Because I was told that Tulsa is closed for repairs. They said they found some sort of weird thing and had to shut it down for a couple of days. It's something to do with building laws or something which are very strict, because in 1943 this guy sued the county because his house burned down and the contractor that he used was an old friend of his, and it turns out that he was actually stealing money from him, and then he went out and long story short, they had to change a bunch of laws. Patooey! Yes, the videos. There it is. Little ditty about Tulsa. Classic. Well, I can't do it as good as Frank Sinatra did. That's the... Of course, he did the definitive version of that in the American Songbook of ridiculous songs that don't exist. But there you go. Oh, he was the corner? Oh, my goodness gracious. And Sock Hop never knelt on anyone's neck. Not in that angrily way. Irish Apex one on that. I've done, if you're talking about like cuddling, sort of like like maybe, if I was here and there was Netflix on the TV and maybe you know what I mean, like do a little, that's more like a nuzzling type of thing. But if you refer it into like an angry way of like taking down perpetrators and stuff like that, no, I don't even think I could really, if I wanted to. No, I've never cuddled anybody to death. No, not that I know of. Unless the results didn't happen until way later, but I don't think that's ever happened. I don't believe so. But it's never happened on duty. I know that for sure. What's going on, Skater Muffin? How you doing, my friend? Yes, indeed. Yeah, the old Netflix and sock. I mean, it's a classic, but it still works. Surprising amount of people surprised when they found out my older brother's a corner. They expect to be something like a bouncer or a bodyguard. Yeah, usually. I had a buddy. It wasn't my brother, but I had a really good buddy of mine, and he was tall. He wasn't quite as big as your brother. But he was much taller than the average man. So basically, any time that we were hanging out, inevitably there'd be some guy that would come up to him and be like, "Oh, cool. Hi, man. You play football or something like that?" An anonymous user
gifted a tier 1 subscription to SK8 Termuffin.
SK8 Termuffin. Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting that to SK8 Termuffin, which I thought it was Skater Muffin, but the robot does not lie. Mistaken for a different... Well, I get mistaken for different socks all the time. All the time. Sometimes you get that little crust around your eyes. Irish Apex 109. But, you know, a little bit of water. Get that right off of there. But that's usually... they say that's just you're dehydrated a little bit is all that is. That's just what they say. What's going on, Beetlejuice? How are you, my friend? Welcome in, Beetlejuice. You started to stream now, right? Do you have a schedule yet there, Beetlejuice, that you got going on? Are you just popping on? Or am I completely misreading the situation and you never streamed in the first place? Hey, KRS, what'd you eat 420? Good to see you again, my friend. Welcome back. Welcome back, brother. Yeah. Isn't that right, brother? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We can. Sure, Beetlejuice. Yeah, I'll open up the old phone lines here in a minute for you. I'll do the, I gotta do the animal of the day. Dadgum. Oh, is this way too hot? Sorry about that, Irish Ape. Here we go. I can, let me see. Poo poo pee pee. Poo poo pee pee. It was a really good poem too, Beetlejuice. You have to go back in the replay and watch it. Yeah, I'm excited to hear Beetlejuice. It's been a little while since I've talked to you. I could hear about the plays and stuff that you wouldn't see. Yeah, don't tell Twitch that I was over here talking about pee pee poo poo. I don't want to get banned or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I've seen people get banned for worse than that. Oh, there's the Julie emote. She's been doing really good things on Twitter. Some like really popular accounts or whatever. We're tweeting some very nice things about her. Got her some traction on the old Twitter thing, which is good. I'm sorry, Pants O'Clock. I know. I try to keep it clean. Thank you so much for the hype train, everybody. Oh, my goodness gracious. At level... 2. There's the number. Yes, indeed. It's hard to count that high. Thank you so much, my friends. Very kind of yous. Very kind of yous. Smooches for you. Yes, indeed. So we got to do the old animal of the day. Where did the music stop? Oh, no, there it goes. What is this? Christmas music? Always toeing the toes line. That's right. What? Who did that? Oh, that was you, Beetlejuice, you rascal. Trying to hit me with my own VHS tapes. The own VHS tapes. All right, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set up the old prediction gimmick. So that way we can find out what the animal of the day is. Managed prediction. Here we go. Start the prediction. Ooh, pardon me. Sorry about that. Animal of the day. What letter of the alphabet does it start with? A through K or L through Z? The animal of the day. It could be a cow, in which case would be in the first category, A through whatever. Or it could be a wizard. No, that's not an animal. That's an occupation. Walrus. Walrus. In which case it would be the in the second half, or B, or 2, or however. I don't know how it works. Some sort of internet magic. Is this Jordan? Oh my goodness gracious, KRS 1G420. I love it. Love it. I didn't understand who it was when he asked me yesterday, and I don't understand today. But I love a good callback. You want to call? Okay, I'm gonna open up the phone lines after we do the animal of the day, and then we'll see what sort of shenanigans happen. Cow with a K. No, it's not Russian Calicot. It's not a Russian cow. Walrus. Oh, that sounds like... That's probably how you say walrus in some other language. Das ist a walrus. A walrus. Get down from that walrus. It could be a lobster. Could be a lobster. And you know what's funny is I actually set it up 3 or 4 years ago. No, days, not years. Days ago. Hey, we reached the followers goal of 1,600. Thank you. Thank you so much. KRS 134. Oh my goodness gracious, now I can't talk. I'm so flabbergasted because it scared the garbage out of me when it played that noise. That was very loud. in my studio monitors. KRS1G420, thank you so much for following, my friend. Yes, Dios. Very kind of you. Whisper the no, I'd like to get the first call. You got my goat. Oh, okay. I was unaware I was in possession of your goat, my friend, but I'll do the best that I can. If you type exclamation point call in the chat, it should give you the phone number. And it will tell you that the phone lines are not on now, which is true. But I believe it has a little bit too many exclamation points. KRS1G420, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you to say. That's a large number. See, now she can sing so high now. I don't even know if it's a flute or her anymore. I don't know if it's a man-made sound or not. Wait a minute. 1600. Yeah. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, everybody. Maybe I'll call Walmart. Maybe they have I'll say, hey, I just hit 1,600 followers. Can I get a 1,600 followers cake? And they'll be like, oh, yeah, of course. Running low on those. Congratulations. And I say, thank you, Miss Walmart. It's a nice lady that works in the bakery. She's great. She's from another country. I'm not sure which one. There's a lot of them around. Exclamation point call, I believe, is what it is. There it is. Oh, I didn't use exclamation points. I used the little dotsies type of thing. What kind of cake? It's probably just like a regular sheet cake, you know what I mean? And they take that little stuff and they squeeze on it that says, congratulations on the 1,600 followers. And then I put candles on it and then blow it out. And then everybody eats this big cake I just blew on, which is a weird thing that people do. And I never thought it was weird until the pandemic happened. I never thought about blowing out cakes being gross and weird. Unless like a little kid did it, you know what I mean? Sometimes you go to if you go to like your 5-year-old nephew's birthday, and he's all like, and you're like, oh, I ain't eating that cake, you know what I mean? That's gross. But it's like a human adult that can control their spittle. I never thought twice about it. You know what I mean? What's the harm of the... What could possibly be bad about that? And then the pandemic happened, and then we all learned about what germs were. And then it's like, oh yeah, somebody did just blast their hot breath all over this pastry. Let's cut it up and distribute it. Small piece to everybody. Very weird. Very weird. But I don't know what the alternative is. Oh yeah, you can blow out the candles with a good old Hadouken! That works. Unless you have a flammable Hadouken, in which case you're going to have troubles. Like Silly String. You see that video on the internet? There was somebody around his birthday cake, and another kid has Silly String, and the kid was like, oh, I'm going to be funny, and I'm going to spray this Silly String. And then it caught on the candles, and it went on fire, and everybody was like, wah! The kid was like, woof. And then they had to put the kid out. The kid was fine, by the way. Otherwise, it wouldn't be funny. But that's how I learned that Silly String was flammable. Isn't that weird? Never would have thought it. Never would have thought it. Yellow or chocolate. Maybe a swirl of funfetti. Whoa, Mr. Dangus. Can't go crazy here. Really, I like an ice cream cake the best. That's my favorite kind of cake, is an ice cream cake. You get them from Dairy Queen and stuff like that. They're very good. But yellow, really, I don't care. I don't really care for cake. It's not my favorite thing. If somebody's like, hey, you want a piece of cake? And then I'm just like, wow, okay, I need a piece of cake, whatever. But I've never, gone out of my way for a piece of cake. Never. Not once in my life have I gone out of my way for a piece of cake. Even if the cake was over there. And I would have to, get up to go get it. Never mind. I'm fine. No, you know what I mean? It's not that big a deal. I have walked a couple of steps for a cupcake, but that's as far as I go. That's as far as I go.
The kid turned into a dog for a moment. Woof.
Woof. That's exactly right, Calico. That's the thing. I don't understand why, what created the universe decided to come up with the sound that fire makes. I don't know why they went with something so funny. I don't know why that sound is so funny to me. Woof. Just like, you know what I mean? Pie is way better. Pie is way better. than a cake. But still, only a couple steps for a pie, that's it. No further than that. No further than that. I've got my morals, dadgummit. You're a Dairy Queen 30 feet from your house? Oh my goodness gracious. Cujo say it was like, you never told me that you lived in heaven. That's fantastic. Your uncle owned a Dairy Queen. Oh, get out. Oh my goodness gracious. Any sentence that you type to me that says my uncle owned a Dairy Queen, even though we've been friends for years, Radgy and Gadgy, I immediately was like, ooh, I don't like you now. And it's just jealousy is all it is. But now I'm going to read the rest of the sentence, and hopefully it doesn't end in a sad way with, like, the Dairy Queen came and stabbed your uncle or something like that. Your uncle owned the Dairy Queen, and we would always get the leftover cakes that people didn't show up for. You was a sports. Oh, my goodness gracious. I can't even imagine such luxury. Such luxury. That's a beautiful thing. So you had a different name all the time for your cake? Like, for your birthday, they'd be like, happy birthday, Veronica? And you just had to pretend like you were Veronica for a minute until you blew out the candles and somebody ate the piece of cake that had Veronica written in gel icing on it? Or would they just wipe it off? Is there some sort of frosting eraser that you can do? I don't know how it works. That's why I don't own a Dairy Queen. I don't know the ins and outs of all those. But that's neither here nor there. Uncle owned a Dairy Queen. What an opening line. If I was a single lady and you was a single man, and we were just, you know, out at some place socially, and you came up to me and you started, and you said, "Hey, my uncle owned a Dairy Queen," immediately I'm like, we're dating now. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just a great opening line. You had many happy graduations. Congrats on your doctorate, Stephen. Oh, okay. There you go. Wait, what's sad? Cake? A sad cake? Or the happy graduations thing with them? Mo Rocca got me a cake one year. And she told him to write happy birthday Kyle on it. Which my name is not Kyle, it's Sock Cop. And they brought it in there. They did the whole schmagorgle with the candles and the whole thing. And then I was like, yeah, it's my cake. Wait a minute. Who's Kyle? But it wasn't even left over. That's what she told him to put on it. Oh yeah, nobody shows. Oh yeah, that's very sad. That's almost like you know, the baby shoes never worn story or something like that. It's like a forgotten cake. Kyle is a friend of yours? Oh well, I ate his cake. Don't tell him. Is he a big guy? Could he beat me up? He probably could. I'm not a very big guy. So don't tell him I ate his cake. He'll get upset. Thank you, Coterie Nico-chan. You're a real friend. I appreciate that. But it's time for the animal of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's a captain in the army? Yeah, really. Yeah, yeah, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. Nobody's showing up. Interesting. I wonder why they wouldn't do that. I wonder what situation. Have you ever abandoned the cake? Call in and tell me why you abandoned the cake. You ordered the cake and then never went and picked it up. I want to hear that story. Anyone could beat you up too, ATDFSU? When you tell the mean guy that he doesn't want to beat you up as often. Yeah. It's like, you know. It's like, what are you going to get from beating me up? You know what I mean? It's the same thing as like beating up like an old grandma. Like, what are you going to brag about it? You know what I mean? You think the UFC is going to call you? Oh, there you go. Mr. Dangus with Occam's razor in here.
The cake is a lie. I am waiting in Taco Bell drive-thru.
You are the second person today that has had Taco Bell, and I'm jealous. I want Taco Bell. I want Taco Bell. You know what I had for dinner? I had fish in a pouch. That's what I had for dinner. Which is nothing wrong with fish in a pouch. I like fish in a pouch. But if you ask me, hey, Sock Cop, you want fish in a pouch or Taco Bell? I'm going Taco Bell 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Great, now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot, Just Another Blowhard. You just ate a whole pizza because I'm a glutton? Mr. Dangus, that's it. Occam's Razor, is that a Gillette competitor? Well, it was. It was. All right, let's play the theme song, and we're going to find out what the animal of the day is. I forgot even what these theme songs sound like. It's been so long since I played any of them. So I'll just go with the old regular one. Play that beautiful animal music, please. You should not feel regret and shame. Never. Oh, Scotty B 518.
I'm wearing my hot dog t-shirt today.
Hot dog, baby. Yes, indeedios. Looking stylish, Scotty B 518.
Sometimes animal of the day. Does it swim or does it crawl? Do you know what it is at all? Sometimes animal of the day. Does it climb or does it fly? Do you know the reason why? Sometimes animal of the day.
Yeah, baby, that's right. It's time for the animal of the day. It is not the horse. I'll tell you right now, it's not the horse. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Not the horse. Not the horse. Which only leaves 14 billion other possibilities for what it could be. So, you can blame Commodore Friday for that spoiler. Actually, it doesn't have anything to do with Commodore Friday. He just played a horse sound effect. And then I went on a tangent about how it's not a horse. I don't think I've been getting enough sleep, maybe. All right, let's find out what the animal of the day is. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get a drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Oh, and it's a very special guest. We have Mr. Ringo Starr on the drums. Welcome in, Ringo. Ladies and gentlemen, the animal of the day is the fox. Oh, my goodness gracious. The fox is the animal of the day. Fox is the animal of the day. Was that that wasn't the animal of the day last time, was it? I've done that sometimes. Animal of the day is the fox, baby. Yes, indeed. Yo, look at that gorgeous, sneaky fox. Animal of the day. Look at this one. Look at this guy. I like this one. I remember this one. Look, he's after something. What are you after, fox? What do you think is under there? Taco Bell? Ain't no Taco Bell under there. I love foxes too. They're adorable. I still don't understand. Nobody's been able to give me a good explanation to why we do not have pet foxes. Shane and Dallas. What does the fox say? Let me see if I've got a fox sound effect here. Let me see.
Cassandra, she's a fox. In French, she would be called La Renarde, and she would be hunted with only her cunning to protect her.
Goodness gracious, Commodore Friday. Thank you so much with the Wayne's World. Did you see? Le Renard. Did you hear the robot though? She's got like a southern accent when she does her weird French. Yeah, spoiler alert on the fence. Let's see. Next screen. Let me see if I've got a fox button here. That's either gorilla or me eating a pizza. No, that's one of them big great things. I don't think I've got a fox. Oh, this looks sort of like a fox. Oh, no, it just started with the same letter. Sorry, that was a frog. Any fox in southern Alabama? Yeah, there are actually. There are actually some foxes down here. I see them every once in a while. Not too often. But there's some around. Or some people say they're coyotes. I don't know. But they're like skinny, weird little dogs like that. Like that thing. And they're like reddish. I don't know. Who am I, Jack Hanna? I don't know, you know. Well, actually, that's not a fox. That's an Eastern Asian domesticated scruffinol. Hey, fox. Are they all over North America? Money was still on herpes on side. Oh, my goodness. Yes, they do. Oh, Mr. Dangus, smooches for yous, my friend. Whoops, wrong button. Smooches for yous. What in the world? Oh, no, here we go. Now we're having troubles. Oh, man, isn't that weird? As soon as I started having technical difficulties, Sitar shows up. Surely that's just a coincidence. How you doing there, Sitar? Smooches for you, my friend. You got foxes and coyotes in your neighborhood, Pensacola? Well, that doesn't surprise me. You're basically like Snow White. I imagine they help you get dressed in the morning and stuff like that. You have like a bunch of birds. They fly in and sing songs. And they go, la, da, 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 da. It's a wonderful day.
You know you're a cute little heartbreaker. Ha, Foxy.
Foxy.
Yeah, and you know you're a sweet little lovemaker. Ha, Foxy.
Foxy.
I want to take you home. Aha. Yeah, I won't do you no harm. No, ha.
Foxy. Now, that's one I don't understand. Why did Foxy come to mean it like in the way that Jimi Hendrix did? You know what I mean? Like, you look at this thing, like, this thing's cute. It's adorable. But if you like, if Jimi Hendrix looks at a lady and he goes, ooh, Foxy lady, he's not thinking like, ooh, she's adorable. I would like to, give her a treat or scratch her ears or something like that. You know what I mean? He wants to, like, get to know her biblically. So why is it Fox that did that? Oh, that was Jimmy's Chicken Shack. Wrong Jimmy. Well, I get him confused all the time. What's going on, Hillbilly Strongman? Don't mind me. My computer is just melting. Look at that one. Look at that one's eyes. Hey, I'm looking at you. Cutie. Would you snoot? Come here, let me boop your snoot. Oh, all right then. I guess that was the deal breaker. Maybe he did. That's true. That's true. Maybe he did. Beetlejuice. Alakazam. Yes, now you can. Now you can. It is now on. Oh my goodness gracious! What? Somebody beat you to it. Somebody beat you to it. Hello, caller. How can I help you today?
Danny Manny here.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's Danny Manny, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, my friend?
I'm fine, but yesterday when James and I were here, you were not looking at me and Baked on YouTube chat. I felt kind of emotional because you were looking at both. I mean, you were only looking at the Twitch chat.
Well, the YouTube one comes across here, so I see it sometimes. I remember saying things to you, but I did ignore a lot of the messages. Didn't do all.
Yeah, it made me really sad.
I'm sorry about that, my friend. I apologize. I'll try to do better next time. What's been going on with you?
Okay. I'm going to Annapolis this Saturday morning to see Governor Wes Moore.
Oh, really? Yeah. What are you guys going to get some lunch?
Holiday party.
Oh.
An open house holiday party.
Are they going to do like a tree lighting or something like that?
It's in the morning, so no, definitely not tree lighting.
Oh. Well, they could do a tree lighting. Welcome to the 10th annual anticlimactic tree lighting. We do it in the middle of the day, and then we plug it in, and everybody goes,
"Oh my goodness,
meh." That's a good idea. If
you know who else I missed?
Who else?
You know
do you
who
miss?
else I missed in the chat besides? I also missed. I miss Ari Barbari. I miss Egris Pie. I miss Danny Blue Jeans. Enigma 78, another viewer called Shirtless in Wisconsin, and Access Denied is now a streamer. So
who?
Access Denied.
Oh, really? Well, I thought they streamed anyways. Well, that's cool. I have to give him a follow if I don't already.
Yeah.
Hey, Yo Erica's off work. Smooches for you. Okay.
I just want to give you a quick heads up that please look at the YouTube chat, not only the Twitch chat, because me and Base Guy were so lonely.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I appreciate that, my friend. There you are.
All right, smooches. Beetlejuice.
All right, smooches. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's how I would like the calls to go. Say your thing. And then there you go. What's going on? Speaking of time. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, it's in a whole nother like window and stuff. Very difficult. Wait a minute, I got a phone call. Hello, caller. You're on the air. How can I help you?
Hey, it's me, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, how you doing, my friend?
Doing well tonight. How are you?
I'm doing spectacular. Cannot complain. Cannot complain. It's good to talk to you. How you been doing?
Doing pretty good tonight.
Excellent. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. So what's been going on with you? You've been seeing some plays. Wait, let's talk about the streaming thing first. Did you start streaming yet?
Yeah, I did a stream yesterday.
Oh my goodness gracious! How did it go? I hate that I missed it.
No, it's okay. I was streaming some Roblox. It went well. I didn't stream that long. It was more like a test stream.
Oh
Didn't really anything. Kinda.
Oh, that's
did,
awesome.
Am I allowed to post like the link in the chat of the Discord?
Yeah, please do. Please do. Yeah,
Oh, hey,
I need
Erica.
to. Now that there's a lot of people that have started streaming, I need to make a little channel in there that everybody can post in there when they go live. So
Yeah.
if you want
I
to,
saw,
I'll make a channel.
I saw Beauty and the Beast 2 times already.
2 times you saw Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
So I take it that it's a pretty good play there.
Yeah, it was a fantastic musical.
Oh my goodness, great. Oh yeah, musical. Sorry about that. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Do they
it's okay,
sing?
it's okay.
They don't sing. Is it like a Disney? Do they sing the same songs from the Disney one, like the?
Yeah, they do. There's some
Okay,
like new
I didn't-
ones. There's some new songs in it, and as well that weren't in the film.
How do they do the? Because there's a fella in that, and I've never seen the musical, so I don't know how they do it. But in the cartoon, there's a fella that's a candlestick.
Yeah.
So do they have a candlestick up there singing and dancing? What is it? Bewitched?
No, the guy's like the guy who's playing them like has like these candles like attached to his arms, like these like they have like this like he had like these like electric like candles.
Oh, that is awesome. Man, if I was that guy, I'd be wearing those things all the time, even if I wasn't on stage singing.
Yeah, my favorite character in the show was Gaston.
Really? Gaston? You're not supposed to like Gaston. He's the villain.
Yeah, I always liked that character.
Is he a big buffoon in the musical too, like he is in the cartoon? He's all like,
Yeah,
everybody
I like
loves
how
me.
I like how he tries to be tough, but he's just like dumb.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta love a confident dumb guy. That's always comedy gold right there. Now, Erica has a good question, and I think you've answered this before. I think you pretty much sit in the same spot. But she says, when you go to a play to watch it again, or a musical, do you try to sit somewhere else to get a different view?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, do you really? Okay. So I don't
Yeah,
know if that was
like
a
the first
conscious thing.
time I saw Beetlejuice, I was sitting like in the like on the side. I mean, Beauty and the Beast. Sorry, I was sitting on the side,
Mm-hmm.
and like when I saw it again, I sat like in the center, like all the way in the back.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you got to see too. Did you notice a difference? Like, did it seem like you was watching a whole different deal, or was it like? Nah, I could pretty much imagine that it's what it looks like
No,
from
it's
that
the
angle.
same kind of view. No really different view. The view was
Okay.
always the same.
Very interesting. I haven't seen that many musicals, and I've never seen one twice. So you have a point of view of life that I have yet to experience, my friend. I appreciate you sharing that with me.
What, seeing musicals twice?
Yeah, that's never happened to me before.
Oh, you never seen musicals twice before?
No, well, I live out in the woods, you know what I mean? So usually if, somebody comes by and does a musical play, it's just like them and a banjo, and there's somebody playing with like a jug, hoot, 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 and they sing about Ma and Pa in the olden days, and then next thing you know, they're out of town.
Yeah. Oh, she has another question, Erica. I see.
Oh, yeah.
It says, where do I prefer to sit in live shows? Well, Erica, I like to try to, if I can, I try to sit, like, sometimes, like, for plays, I try to sit for front row.
Ooh.
Like, if I can sit front row, I like to sit, like, right up front.
That's a good place. That's a good place, right in the front. Do you have to, is it the place that you go and see musicals, if you do sit in the front row, do you have to, like, look up at them, like, crane your neck, like if you sit in the front row of a movie?
No, like, the theaters I, like, sat in the front row weren't really that high. The set ain't really that high. Oh, how's Vern doing tonight?
Oh, thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for asking. Vern, how you doing, my friend? Mm-hmm. Oh, Vern says that the weather's starting to get a little bit chilly.
Yeah, the
But,
winter time.
So he's trying to keep warm. You know, he's got very thin fronds right here.
Yeah.
It's not. If he was to wear like gloves or something like that, he would need like 10,000 of them. So we just threw like a blanket around the whole bottom part of his thing at the nighttime, so he can be all snuggly when he sleeps. But he's doing good. Eddie, thanks you for asking.
Have you seen the musical One Time?
I have not.
No.
One time. No,
Yeah, I like usually see like with plays I watch them once. Sometimes if it's a really good play I watch twice, but with musicals I always try to watch it twice.
Oh, if I've seen any play one time. Oh, I thought you meant I thought you meant have you seen a play called One Time? And I was like, no, I've never heard of One Time. No, what's that about? Okay, I understand. No, I've seen them one time. Yes, I have. I've seen a few musicals, but mostly Shakespeare. Mostly Shakespeare.
And you were saying it was different for me to say the first time you hear saying that you hear someone say they saw the show twice.
Well, no, it's not the first time I've heard someone say it twice. But Erica's question, she was asking like, do you sit in a different spot, and is the play different? And I never even thought about that before. Like if you're on the left side, watch the play or the musical, and then you go, the next day and you're on the right side, do you notice things that you didn't notice before? You know what I mean?
I mean, not really too much different. Like, it's really the same view.
Well, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness gracious, Beetlejuice, if you don't mind, I think Baby Sock wants to come in and say goodnight before she goes off to bed. So she'll be coming in. She may do a little squealing or something like that, but we'll see.
Should I hang up?
No, you don't have to hang up right now. Don't have to.
Okay.
So you seen Beauty and the Beast, have you? Oh, here she comes. Here she goes. Hello there, Baby Sock. How are you? Hello. Oh my goodness gracious. You just love coming in here and beating me up, don't you? Why you love beating me up so much? Oh no! She's got a colorful stick. Oh, no. What is that? Some sort of weird stick thing? Oh, it's an armadillo's tail. Oh, all right then. Of course, I should have known it was an armadillo's tail. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what that was, but I'll eat that. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying good night, Baby Sock. Can I have a smooch? Mwah! I love yous. Night. There's Baby Sock, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed, yos. Round of applause for Baby Sock. She's going night. She's going night.
Huh. Oh, that was Baby Sock?
Yeah, that was Baby Sock. Came by to say night. Well, she came by to beat me up, and then I convinced her to go night. So there we go.
I'm surprised she didn't rip off your mustache again.
Yeah, I got to be careful with that. I got to be careful. That is her goal, to rip off some sort of if she could rip off the sunglasses or the hat or something like that, that'd be pretty good. Mustache, she'll take that too. So I do have to be careful. Is there anybody constantly trying to rip off your mustache, Beetlejuice?
No.
Oh, that's good. You're lucky. It's sort of like, you know how sometimes you get sick and you get like a sore throat, or you get like you're sneezing all the time, and you think about all the times in your life that you didn't have a sore throat and how you took it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Am I making any sense? Maybe not. That's all right.
Oh, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I forgot. That's okay. That was just something or other. So what else has been up with you? You went and seen Beauty and the Beast 2 times. What else you seen?
I saw what the Constitution means to me. I saw that.
Oh yeah, I feel like we had talked about that one. So I think you saw that one already. And then Beauty and the Beast, which is pretty good. What's coming up next?
Saturday I'm seeing a play called what's the name of the play? I'm seeing a play called Fat Ham.
Fat Ham. That's, oh my goodness gracious. Now that sounds like a play that's right up my alley. Fat Ham. What's it about?
Well, it's a reimagining of Hamlet.
Oh, okay. So it's sort of like Hamlet, but what if he was a great big fat guy?
No.
Oh. Well, what's the hook to it? It's Hamlet, except everybody's fat, except they're always eating a sandwich while they talk. What's the hook?
I honestly don't know what's fully about. I'll tell you about it after I see it.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I like that. I will happily review a movie that I haven't seen, but I appreciate that you have the, you've got that, you got those morals, you got that high standard. You won't review a play unless you've seen it. I like that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. I think we got some other folks wanting to call in there. Was there anything else you wanted to add before we go?
No, that's all. Hope to maybe see you in my stream when I stream again.
Yeah, I would look. I got actually be sure to talk in the chat. I want to make sure that I'm actually following you.
Okay. Here I'll say. I'll say like, hey. And
yeah, that's the perfect thing to say.
And then you can go to my account that way and follow me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, hopefully. There you go. You said, hey, just as advertised. A man of his word. There he is, Beetlejuice, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you a follow right there.
So you can get a notification when I'm live.
There you go. There you go. And I'll make a channel. If I don't do it, remind me. I'm going to put a channel in the old Discord there. So that way everybody that streams, if they want to let everybody know, they can post in there and say I'm going live.
Oh, the game awards are tomorrow.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that they were tomorrow. Do you have like a favorite that you hope wins or something like that?
No, not really. No.
Oh, okay.
I just like watching it.
Do they? Now, was that one of the shows where they like announce new games and stuff coming up a lot? Do they tend to drop trailers like the kids
do that.
say? Okay.
Oh, they announced the new GTA already. Did you see
that? Yeah, I did see. I saw the old trailer for it. I'm not exactly sure what I saw, but I did see it. Yeah. Yeah,
it doesn't. It won't be released until 2025 though.
Yeah, but that's fine. Because next year's 2024, and it's almost 2024, so a year from now, basically. If they would have come out and said 2030, then I would have been like, come on now, come on.
2030, that would be funny.
But 2025 is not too bad. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Big Juice. Believe it or not, Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be it's happening. It's not a game that I can endorse morally. But it is fun to play.
Yeah, it's a great game actually. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. I enjoy it.
Well, I play GTA 5 a lot.
Yeah. Well, I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 6 very much because it's not out yet.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Beetlejuice. I hope you have a spectacular rest of your night, my friend. It's always good to hear from you.
All right, you have a great night. I'll see you in the chat again.
All right, Smooches Fuse, my friend. Beetlejuice.
Right,
whoa!
See ya.
I got hit by
What happened? What happened?
I got hit by a VHS, Beetlejuice.
Oh, that was me.
That was you. How did you do that at the same time? You're talented. How many arms do you have? Come on now.
I'm calling you on my phone, and like that laptop, this thing in my rear was gonna send me.
Yeah. That's what you're streaming on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, big shout out to the stink in my rear. Very generous man. Very generous man.
What film is that? Like, out of the VHS? Was that a certain movie that was? Could you tell what film it was?
No, I couldn't tell as it sped precariously close to my face. No, I couldn't tell what it was. Like, I could read pretty fast, but not so fast. Not as fast as that.
Oh, did you see you gave me a follow?
Who?
Oh, me. Did you give me a follow on Twitch?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave you a follow. Yeah.
Thank you.
The one you said, hey. Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Hopefully
I didn't know that I had to follow it.
I don't get a whole lot of time to watch the Twitchy gimmicks, but hopefully I'll be able to at least pop in and say hello and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you in chat again in a minute.
All right, Smooches Fuse, Beetlejuice. You have a good night.
Yeah, can I call again in Tuesday?
Yeah, the next time I do the phones, you most certainly can.
Whenever you do that again, I'll call in.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it, my friend.
All right, have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
Toodaloo. Yes, indeed he owes. Oh, my goodness gracious. There he goes, Beetlejuice. Yo, Erica, I don't really have a favorite drink from the... I don't go to the Starbucks too much. I used to hang around a crew that would go to the Starbucks all the time. But I don't really go of my own free will. Oh, we got a phone call. Hello, caller. You're on the air. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. It's Kotori Neko-chan.
Kotori Neko-chan. How you doing, my friend?
I am doing well. I just wanted to say I appreciate that you like these short and succinct calls where people know what they want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And then they say goodbye. I think it's great.
That's the good stuff. Yeah, that's the filet mignon of phone calls right there.
Exactly, right? It's the greatest stuff.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I get jealous sometimes. I listen on the radio and they'll do these like call-in shows, and the people will like ask a question, and then the guy's like, "All right, goodbye," and then that's it, because they got a guy that like screens the calls and they do that, but I got to do it all myself, so it's like, and it's rude to hang up on somebody. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to. I was wondering, are you going to put up a? You guys celebrate Christmas in the Sock family?
Oh yeah, we do celebrate Christmas. We most certainly do.
You're going to put up a Christmas tree for Baby Sock to knock down?
We've already, we've already got the Christmas tree up, and she doesn't knock it down. But here's what she likes to do: she likes to go through and take all of she goes all through the house and finds any pair of shoes she can and puts them in the tree. I don't know why she likes to make a shoe tree, but she does. Anybody that's got
maybe
shoes
she heard the term. I bet she heard the term shoe tree at some point, and she's like making her own.
They had to have been. I don't know what it is, because there's a million objects. I mean, she's got like those big old Lego brick type of things. She's got like little cars and toys.
Yeah.
There's a million things she could have stuck in the tree, but she specifically went around and found shoes and put them in the tree, and I don't know why that is.
Oh, that's hilarious. I
don't know why that is.
I don't have kids, but I do have. Sorry.
No, you do have
cats,
what?
and
oh,
I have
goodness
cats.
Gracious.
I told you about Mrs. Cake before.
Mm-hmm.
She really enjoys knocking anything that's on a flat surface. She wants to put it on the ground.
Oh, that's a cat for
when we
you.
put up the tree, we have to put all non-breakable ornaments because she'll knock them down.
Oh, so she'll specifically like reach out. She'll get in the tree, as cats like to do, and then see like a ball, and then reach out and be like, absolutely not, and knock it off of the thing.
Yeah. I've been writing Christmas cards the past couple of days, and she likes to even knock my pen off the table or knock the cards off the table.
Oh my goodness.
She's determined. I think she may be a scientist. She's experimenting with gravity to make sure it still is a real force in the universe.
Yeah. I wonder if cats have discovered gravity, because a cat can fall a long way and be totally fine. So they may not have even discovered gravity yet. They don't know it could hurt them.
I don't know. I do know that the majority of a cat's brain is dedicated to muscular movement. That's why they can twist in the air and actually land on their feet.
Oh, wow. I can tell you right now with great confidence that a very, very tiny part of my brain is dedicated to muscular movement.
Well, that's because you're a sock.
Yeah, very, very tiny part. I think that's maybe where the laziness comes in.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like a lot of your brain is dedicated to streaming and stopping speedos.
Yeah, see, I got to stop the speedos. That's the big thing. I think probably because I could actually tell. I don't need a radar gun legally to tell how fast somebody's going. So probably takes up a good part of the old hard drive. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. I mean, I don't think a human cop. They don't generally have that skill, but socks who are cops. And I think you may be the only sock who's a cop.
I'm the only one that I know of. If anybody meets another one, I'm happy to meet him.
Yeah, I'd absolutely introduce you if I met one. Anyway, I just wanted to call and say hi and wish you happy holidays. And it is always nice to you stream and see my friends on your stream.
That's so nice of you to say, my friend. Thank you so much for calling in with your succinct and interesting call about the cats in the trees and all that kind of stuff. Whenever I had a cat, she would climb up in the tree, but she would knock the ornaments down, but not on purpose. She was just, kind of chunky, and she would just knock them down.
Mrs. Cake does it on purpose. Man, I'll tell you. All right. I will talk to you later, and when I go to bed, remember to fuck me in.
Oh, yeah, of course. Smooches for you.
Oh,
as
thank you. Hey, smooches to you. Goodbye.
Toodaloo, Carter, Nico, Chad. Yes, the videos. Thank you so much for that fantastic phone call. Fantastic phone call. There she was. Cats in the trees and the sill. Me and you was on the same wavelength, Cujo Salem's Lot. On the same wavelength. I was trying to work that
Guess
into a
who's
thing.
back? Back again. Blowhard's
Blowhard's back.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Oh, my goodness gracious, everybody. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Just on the Blowhard is back in the stream, baby. Yes, indeed, there he is. Welcome back, Just on the Blowhard. What did you get from Taco Bell? That's what the people want to know. What did you get from Taco Bell? Is it one of them, did you get one of them, quesadilla gimmicks? A Doritos Locos Taco? Or did you just pull up to the drive-thru and say, give me 50 packets of mild sauce, and you put it in a bowl and eat it with a spoon? The people want to know. Mexican pizza, are those bad? I don't know. I don't care. They can keep their Mexican pizza because I used to love to get the Mexican pizza. They made a big deal. They brought out dadgum heralds with horns shouting in the streets. They brought back the Mexican pizza. It was all over the TV and the newspapers. Couldn't escape it. So I was like, man, well, all right, that sounds good. Haven't had that one in a while. I go to the dadgum Taco Bell and I say, hey, let me get one of them Mexican pizzas. And they go, oh yeah, sure thing, boss. That'll be $30 or however much it was. It was too much for a Mexican pizza. And I said, how big? How big of a pizza? Like, is it the size of a pizza? And they were like, oh, absolutely not. This is the size of like a Pringle, slightly larger than a Pringle. Like, imagine if a Pringle was flat, slightly larger than that. That's about how big it is. And they say, oh, you want me to pay like $20 for that thing? And they were like, yes, sir. And I said, well, I will have a Baja Blast and nothing else. And then I left. Didn't even leave a tip, which I don't normally do anyway because it's Taco Bell. That's what I said, Reggie Gaddy. Mexican pizza is supposed to be something you just add on at the end just because you like, oh yeah, let me get one of them Mexican pizzas too. And an extra soft taco. And they're supposed to be like, all right, your total is $3. But no. Never had a Baja Blast. It's a very good soda. I don't really drink sodas anymore. So, but I will make an exception. If I go to the Taco Bell, I will have a Baja Blast. Now, if I go into the Taco Bell and I go and eat on the inside and the Baja Blast is out, then I will immediately discard my food and go to another restaurant. That's not true. Not true. Just, yeah, I did make Dr. Pepper cry. You know, and I feel bad, too, because Dr. Pepper still sends me stuff in the mail. And I don't drink Dr. Pepper no more. But really and truly, like, they could probably send me something once a month the rest of my life, and they'll never pay me back for all the Dr. Pepper I drink. It was a problem. Like, it was a problem. You know how, like, some people go to, like, rehabilitation clinics for drugs and things like that? Like, it was almost there. They almost put me in a home. I was drinking so much Dr. Pepper. It was unbelievable. You couldn't see, like, the floor of my passenger seat because of all the cans. There were rooms in my home you couldn't see the floor of because of all the Dr. Pepper cans. Just constant chugging of Dr. Pepper. It became a problem. And then I said, I was having all the Dr. Pepper. And then I was like, well, I wonder why I've gained 100 pounds. And then I looked at the back of the can for the first time, and it says contains 17 pounds of sugar per can. And I said, oh, well, there you go. And then I drank a LaCroix and haven't looked back. Taco Bell UK with a softer, crunchy taco and a cold soul beer for $2. Goodness. Or for 2 pounds. Goodness gracious. Yeah, the TT's mistakes. It was a sad state of affairs. Me without my Dr. Pepper. I was... Come on, man. Just one more pepper. Just one more pepper to take the edge off. Come on. Come on, man. Hey, cherry vanilla. That's fine. You got the cherry vanilla? Cherry vanilla? Cherry vanilla? And then they say, oh, we got this diet. And I'd be like, no, thanks. That stuff's gross. They said, you know, they kept saying that Diet Dr. Pepper was all good. It is not. I know a lie when I hear it. Oh yeah, that's right. When Mr. Pibb started showing up at all hours of the night, that's when we knew it was a problem, Crooked Vote. That's right. That's Hollywood water. Oh, is that Hollywood water? Well, you know, I say LaCroix, but it's actually not LaCroix. Let me find an empty can. Yeah, here we go. It's actually the the store brand version. It's just called Strawberry, I guess. It doesn't have a fancy name. S.E. Grosses. I don't know. This is about as generic a can as you can get. Generic can as you can get. And you know what? It still costs more than a thing of soda does. Costs more than a thing of soda does. And I said, well, this is weird. You know what I mean? Why is that? Even the cheap store brands. And I started looking into it, and you know why? It's because the all the cola people, they get all these government subsidies to make sugar and put sugar in the stuff. Like, so they basically get paid to put sugar in it. So it's actually cheaper for them to make a soda pop with a bunch of sugar made out of corn than it is for them to just put bubbles in the water and sell it that way. Isn't that unbelievable? I don't like to get political, but when you start messing with my beverages, you know what I mean? Hello, caller, you're on the air. How can I help you?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm just calling, to hold up the line and just talk endlessly about just whatever topic that I don't even really know anything about.
Hey, that sounds good. Hey, is this just another blowhard? You sound different.
No, I'm not just another blowhard. I'm the ultimate blowhard.
What's going on there, P-Chops? How you doing, my friend? I recognize that voice. Pure luxury.
Yeah. I do often like to talk at great lengths on the internet, and so I'm just doing more of that right now.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty good. Is that like a conscious decision, or is that something that just sort of it just came out that way?
I think that I've been staring at purple chickens for so long that they've hypnotized me, and now that I think that I have to recruit an army of followers on Twitch or something like that.
That'll do. I've heard that. I remember I seen commercials for purple chickens on the TV, and it says side effects may include having to be on Twitch and talk a lot and do what they had. I don't really pay attention to the sound effects, but it's something along those lines.
Yeah, you have to gather a following for no reason. And
that's the important part.
It's important to do it for no reason.
Yeah, because if you have a reason, then it just sort of invalidates the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because then it's like a selfish thing.
Well, if you have a reason, then what if that reason doesn't pan out anymore? How are you going to keep doing it?
Yeah, because things change. But if you do something for no reason, that can never change. Never,
right.
Ever.
So what's your reason? I mean, you stop speeders. That isn't that completely satisfying? But you also have a talk show though.
Yeah, I do like to stop the speeders. That's pretty good. I mean, that that pays
one.
the water bill, stuff like that. Stopping the speeders. I wish they would let me stream stopping the speeders, but apparently there's legal troubles and things like that. You think you see a show called Cops, where they're pulling people over and all that kind of stuff, but they're like, no. We want people running around and shooting with the guns and screaming and cussing and having no pants. And I'm like, nah, I don't want that part. I don't want to deal with that. I just wanted to get the tickets. But apparently that's not entertaining television, according to the producers of Cops. So what are you going to do?
Oh, I see. They want something that's really got the sizzle.
Yes. Yeah, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for, chases and people being like, you can't catch me and all that kind of, but, people don't do that. As soon as I hit the siren, whammos. Over with.
You don't have a body cam on you?
And then it's just paperwork.
Yeah, and then it's paperwork, which I don't like. I usually outsource the paperwork to somebody else because, when you have to write everything down with your mouth, it takes a lot longer.
Do you have a partner sock, or are you a solo?
Oh yeah, no, I work alone. Yeah, I work alone.
You
Which
work
a lot
alone.
of people are surprised by. It's the same thing when people ask me if I have a twin. A lot of people, because normally socks do come in pairs, but not all. Not all.
Not all socks come in pairs?
No, not all. Well, at least I don't. It's just the me. Just the me. There's no other pair, no partner. Solo.
You don't have a backup?
No backup. I mean, I've never needed backup, because anytime that I talk to somebody and start writing them a ticket, they usually, that it usually shuts them down. I've never had any trouble from anybody.
But I mean, what happens I mean, you're a sock. What happens if you, like, get a hole in you or you start to unravel or what? You don't have a backup sock?
Oh, no. We have great health insurance. I can go and get darned, usually within 24 hours. Usually. I don't like when Baby Sock ripped off my mustache, I was able to, I had to wait a little bit on that one. I had to go half mustached out for a couple of days, which was not ideal, but I was able to get it reattached. I kept it in a cooler, put it back on. Not a big deal, you know what I mean?
Do people respect a cop with half a mustache?
Not as much. I found that out. Not as much. They really don't. If you go to pull somebody over, and because I got it down to a science. I got a nice like swagger walk that I do when I walk up to the window and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And when you try and do all that and look cool, and half your mustache is ripped off, and you got a big boo-boo Band-Aid on the other side of it, people just don't. They're not as scared.
And you need them to be scared.
I need that intimidation factor. Yeah. That's like 90% of the fun right there is to make people be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak. That's the only way I'm gonna really create change. You know what I mean? If people were, if it was like them buying a donut at the store, just some humdrum interaction, they're not gonna change their ways. It's got to be memorable.
So you have to put the fear of speeding into them.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I do carry a little tablet, but it's got one of them videos, that's like all the terrible things that can happen to speeding. But I don't know. That doesn't seem to be all that effective because people usually they'll just scroll past it and start watching TikToks instead. So
TikToks, yeah. Are you on? You're on TikTok, right?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. I hardly use it, but I am on the TikToks. Yes, I am.
Yeah. No, I mean, at my work, they don't allow me to use the TikTok.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, that's not really that much of a bummer because
it's not really that much of a bummer.
Yeah, I was about to say that was just like my immediate reaction. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, I don't mean that. What I just said. I don't mean that. That's not true. You actually kind of a little bit lucky in that way, but I don't use it either. So
I deleted my Twitter account. That was fun.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, it was like, do you want to keep all your tweets? And I was like, no, I don't want to keep all my tweets. I never said anything interesting.
You didn't print them out and frame them and put them on the wall and stuff like that?
I did not have them chiseled into stone.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, Anonymous, thank you so much for that very generous tip. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Goodness gracious. Very kind.
Is there anything happening in chat? Should I be paying attention to chat?
Oh, there's, let me see. Anonymous just gifted something. I don't know what it is.
You don't have to read chat to me. I was just being silly. I don't always see it.
Where did it go? That's it. Well, hold on. We'll figure it out. No, Yo Erica was asking about what I do. Do people often cry and plead their case about how they won't be able to afford diapers and baby food now that they got to pay this ticket? I did post my good buddy Patrick from Canada. I actually got bored one day and he was like, I wonder how much a speeding ticket is in Mobile, Alabama, where I currently am. And he Googled it, and I never even looked it up. I didn't know it was listed on a website. And did you know that if you speed in Mobile, Alabama, you could get a fine up to, and it almost embarrasses me to say an amount this high, you could almost get fined $20. You believe that?
$20.
You could be financially ruined in one afternoon with one speeding ticket.
Oh, it would clean me out. I'm never speeding again. Never speeding again.
See, that's what you got to do. Different things for different people. Some people, some people are just rich, Uncle Pennybags. They'll be like, oh, $20, that's what I blow my nose with. And then they blow their nose in it and give it to you. And then you still have to take it because that's just the rules. But other people are like, well, that's very scary. I'll slow down now, So that's why we have these different kinds of deterrents on there.
Well, we have signs in my neighborhood that flash and show you how fast you're going.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah. So those are crazy because you get to see how fast everybody else is going. And then as a law-abiding citizen, I'm not speeding through those zones, but I see other people's numbers, and I'm like, I'd get there a lot quicker if I was going that fast. But
oh, really? That's
I got
what
this-
you think? Whenever I see somebody and their numbers are high, let's say the speed limit is 45, and they go something crazy, like 47, 48. I look at it and I go, I wonder how it feels to be that selfish. You know what I mean? To be that selfish, to think that you getting wherever you're going a couple seconds faster is worth endangering anybody that comes along your way. You know what I mean? It's like, are they the protagonist of reality? Are they Earth's main character? You know what I mean?
Oh, you know what? I know exactly
thing.
what you mean, because I live in a tourist town, and the tourists who drive here, it's really all about them from their perspective. You know what I'm saying?
They have no respect. No respect.
No offense to tourists, but all offense to tourists. I like being one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like having them in my town.
Don't like having. I mean, if it's just like somebody in your house, a tourist. You know what I mean? If they come along and they're nice and respectful and they follow your rules that you've set out and then of course you're welcome back for tea anytime. But if somebody comes in and starts wrecking up the place and ruining the carpets, you know what I mean? Like how do you expect me to not get upset about that? Of course I don't want you in my town. I wouldn't invite you back in my house. You know what I mean? If you cause such a ruckus.
But we got to have them because we're a tourist economy. So you got to have them, or else nothing happens around here. So it's a love-hate thing.
Yeah, that's the way that it goes. See, we just got to train people to be better tourists, and that's I'm doing my small part trying to get people to drive at the speed limit. So, how would your opinion about tourists change if every single one of them drove the speed limit and followed all traffic laws?
Well, that would change my opinion a lot because a lot of it is about the driving. But I will say that we kind of have two speeds around here.
Mm-hmm.
I like to put it on the road. You got your people going 5 miles an hour, and you got people going 100 miles an hour, and there's really not a lot in the middle there because you've got your tourists, and then you got your very old people, and because we're a retirement community too, so you got those folks, and they're definitely not speeding, but they're creating a problem by going so slow on the roads.
Yeah, it's like 90% as bad if you're on the roads because then you're basically just like a 2-ton bump in the road. You know what I mean? You're just there, and somebody's gonna run into the back of you, and it's gonna be a whole thing. And I got to do more paperwork. Ugh.
Paperwork.
No, that's why I always say if you look at any of my things that I put, I never tell people to drive slow. I don't say. I mean, I may say, if you're doing fast, slow down or something like that. But I never tell people to drive slow. I say drive at a reasonable speed.
It's true.
Reasonable
speed.
So the speed limit or just below, you know what I mean? A little bit below that. If it's 55, then, anywhere from 45 to, 54 just to be safe. It's perfectly acceptable.
Well, we have these, I was talking about this places where we have the signs that say how fast you're going. It's like a lot of those are in school speed zones, and that's an area where it's like people really ought to be going that slower speed limit, but people don't, and then it's like confusing because it's like the speed limit when the sign is flashing, but you can't even tell if it's flashing, or what if it's giving you the wrong speed, or like the solar panel didn't get enough power so it's not on today, but you still shouldn't be speeding, etc.
Yeah, especially in a school zone. You know what I mean? I just don't understand the selfishness to be speeding through a school. I just picture somebody just speeding through a school zone, and they look and they go, "Oh, a school. My kid don't go there. Forget them kids. Who cares if they get squished? Not mine." You know what I mean? Like how could you go through life that way? It's so bananas.
I can't drive 55 musical notes.
It is bananas.
It's
bananas is the right word for it. That's strong. That's a strong word, but it's the right word.
It is strong. I don't like to break it out, in like at Thanksgiving dinner or something like that. But if I'm passionate about something, I will call it bananas if I think it's bananas.
Well, we'll just take that as a sign of your passion, about this issue.
Well, sometimes I just can't control myself. Gotta let it out. If you can't bottle all your feelings in, I learned that a long time ago. You bottle all your feelings in, you could spontaneously combust, especially if you're made of cotton.
Oh yeah. Are you combustible? Are you flammable?
Oh yes, very flammable, very flammable. I
Very
gotta be very
flammable.
careful with that. Yeah. And that's
Well,
a lot harder to fix than a rip in a seam. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. You must be very careful.
Yeah, I do have to be very careful. But, you know, it just helps me really to practice what I preach. You know, follow the rules. One of the rules is don't play with fire. So you don't
Good
see
point.
me playing with no fire.
No,
That's not a
no.
law.
But
It's just, you know, it's just a rule.
I did want to ask you about putting up a Christmas stocking. Now, do you put up Christmas stockings in your house, and how weird is that?
Oh, I do put up a Christmas stocking. Well, you know what? People ask me this, and it's actually an excellent question. But I will ask you this: How do you put a stocking up in your house? I don't know. What,
I don't
what
happen to
things you
do that,
celebrate.
but when I was growing up, we absolutely put stockings up for sure.
But you've been, yeah, okay. So you're familiar with the type of stockings that are put on the wall.
Yeah, they're not practical stockings.
They're not practical. Did you maybe when you were a child and engaged in that activity, did you ever try to slip one on and walk around with it?
I never tried that, but I think it would have gone badly. Yeah.
Yeah, it does not. If you ever notice, just when you're out at the store or wherever you happen to be, you look out, see if anybody's wearing Christmas stockings as foot coverings. You very rarely see it. Very rarely see it. So it's sort of like
maybe if they're an elf.
It's a whole different thing. So it'd be sort of like me asking you as a human if you get weirded out by like a flat Stanley, for instance.
A what?
Or a flat Stanley? Well, okay. Well, we'll move on from that. A scarecrow? Scarecrow.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like it, you know what I mean? It's human-like, but you're not gonna look at a scarecrow and be like, "Oh, excuse me, sir." You're not gonna think it's a human. You know what I mean? And if you saw a scarecrow like shopping at the grocery store, you'd be like, "What in the world is going on?"
Yeah.
So it's similar. Especially, like in shape and things like that, but as far as function and other aesthetics, completely totally different. So that's a great question. Yeah, Flat Stanley, for those that don't know, is it's like a project that they do sometimes, where the kid will take they'll basically draw a human. They draw like a little person, Flat Stanley, on a piece of paper. They cut him out, so it's a little paper thing, and you mail it to people. So you mail it to, let's say if you lived in, in America, you'd mail it to your friend over in England. And then they would take the Flat Stanley, take a picture of it in front of Big Ben and the castles and, whatever else they got in England. Sandwich places, I guess. I don't know. And then they would mail those pictures back to you. And then maybe they would mail you a Flat Stanley. You'd be like, look at this Flat Stanley. He traveled the world and stuff like that.
Oh, right. I've had friends who did things like that, but actually that reminded me now of a brilliant business concept I had that I'd like to bounce off of you because I think you might appreciate it.
Oh yeah, like that.
This is an idea to sell people a world tour. They would go on a world tour.
Ooh.
But it's a special kind of world tour because it all takes place in a sensory deprivation tank.
Oh,
okay, so you put someone in the sensory deprivation tank,
mm-hmm.
and then you bring the sensory deprivation tank to some other part of the world,
mm-hmm.
and take a picture of it, near the pyramids or at the Eiffel Tower or whatever, like that kind of thing. And then it gets a little travel sticker for the outside of the sensory deprivation tank, and
like
then,
an old-timey suitcase.
Like an old-timey suitcase, exactly.
Yeah.
And you open it up, and they come out, and they've had a world tour. But here's the thing: they won't have sensed any of it. They'll be in utter darkness, utter silence. They won't have a sense of touch, sense of anything to smell or anything.
I think that's brilliant. I think you get the best of both worlds with that. I think you get the stories, because really and truly, when you go on, vacation, things like that, you do it for, like the pictures and the stories. Because, it's just a place, wherever you go. It's just, it's earth and stuff on it. Whoop-de-doo. You do it so you can be like, oh, look, here's me at the pyramids. So you get the pictures, but you also don't have to deal with all the traffic. You don't have to deal with all the other tourists fighting in line to see a picture of the daggone to see the Mona Lisa and stuff like that. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Well, okay, but here's where it gets really good.
Oh.
But you have to not tell anybody about this part.
Mm-hmm.
You don't actually have to bring the sensory deprivation tank anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
because nobody will know the difference.
Oh my goodness! Now, on the business side, that's a brilliant decision. You've just cut down on so much overhead, my friend, with that brilliant move. Oh my goodness gracious! Hey, well, you know what? Now that we're business partners, let me pitch this to you. One green screen.
Uh-huh.
That's it. We have one green screen, and we take up one picture of the thing, and then we have the green screen. We put pyramids back there. We put Big Ben back there. We put like some dadgum penguins back there, and say you went to Antarctica or whatever.
Yeah. No, you understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you can charge in the tens of thousands of dollars.
Right, because of all the flights and the itineraries and the what have yous.
Yeah, don't forget about customs and all that kind of stuff. But
I mean,
in reality,
it
costs us about, according to my just quick calculations. Of course, when we get the business plan together, we'll have the more exact numbers. But I think it costs 78 cents.
About 78 cents a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we charge tens of thousands of dollars. Okay, there's a little bit of a fraud angle on this that I'm concerned about. It like it might be just a touch
I'll
fraudulent.
take 5 dozen.
But I think I can probably work through that in therapy.
Okay. Wait, what's the flaw? What'd you say it was?
Oh, it's just a little sort of fraudy.
Oh, fraud! Oh, fraud! Fraud! Oh, okay. I thought you said you were scared of frogs or something like that. No, we can get over that easy. You don't even need a therapist for that. No, we can just.
You don't.
No, not at all. I just here. I can fix that right now. P-Chops, don't worry about it.
Just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that easy.
It's that. Don't you feel better? Don't worry about it.
I feel great. I feel like this could really, put some money in my pocket and, and some great memories too.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to do a great thing for the world. Give people a lot of, and especially we can actually even cut, $5-10 off the price from a real world tour. So that way people that normally wouldn't be able to afford it would be able to. So we're bringing dreams to people that otherwise would be unattainable.
That's right. All we have to do is undercut the going rate, but just a touch.
Yeah, not by too much.
And we're doing the world a favor.
Exactly. Yeah, we can't undercut by too much because, Daddy's got some home improvements he needs to make.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And then,
all right,
things ain't cheap.
This has been a very productive meeting.
Yeah, I'm glad you called, my friend. This is life-changing.
Yeah, it could really, be a step up for both of us. And for everyone in chat, that I haven't been paying attention to because I'm on my phone and I can't get it to do the same thing with the same thing at the same time.
Right.
We'll give you a discount, a sharp discount.
Yes, yeah, very good discount. Unfortunately, that the coupon with the discount expires yesterday, but it's going to be a big discount, huge discount.
Yeah, generous.
Very generous discount. You're going to be very pleased that you're friends with us after learning about this discount.
All right.
Well, I cheers a generic strawberry soda to use, my friend. Thank you so much for that brilliant idea and your phone call.
Well, I feel like I've taken up more than my time, and so mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. You did. You came, you saw, you wasted time. Thank you, my friend. Smooches for you.
All right. You have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to it. I'll have my people call you people. We're going to get the contract signed.
Sounds good.
Toodaloos, my friend. There's P-Chops, everybody. There he goes. There he goes. Yes, indeed. Oh, we got another phone call. Patiently waiting. Hello, caller. You're on the air. How can I help you?
Is this the cop?
Yes.
Cop?
Yeah, that's me. That's Sock Cop.
Hey,
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking
man.
with?
This is KRS-1G 420.
Oh, my goodness
I was in your
gracious.
chat earlier.
Yeah. KRS-1G 420. How you doing, my friend? Round of applause. How can I help you tonight? What's going on?
I mean, I just wanted to let you know, like, I just stumbled on your stuff last night, and I was thinking it was pretty neat. you know, it's like a really far out thing.
Man, I appreciate that. Far out, that's very good, because we are in outer space, which is, no pun intended, far out from Earth. So it is, yes, 100%.
Yeah, I think you know, we like kind of get it, but you know, I just do my thing, and.
Well, you've learned so much about me since yesterday, popping in. Tell me a little bit about you. What are some interesting facts? Maybe, you know, do you collect stamps? Maybe are you the president of something or other? Anything interesting you'd like to share?
I'm in search of Jordan Peterson, like I said. So the real Jordan Peterson. I believe that he is out there, and that we will find him.
That's interesting. Now, I'm not familiar with this Jordan Peterson character, and there may be one or two viewers that aren't as well. Who was it? Was he a basketball player? What happened to him? Do we know?
There might be a basketball player that's also a, you know, Michael Jordan Peterson. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we all live in different timelines, so who knows?
Yeah, that's true. So this could be different people and different things. Now, yeah, I was just curious, you know, why you would look at it. Like, is he your? Did you go on Maury and find out he's your paternal father? Or did you do the Ancestry.com and find out that he's a cousin that took money from you? Or, you know, just why are you looking for the man?
An interesting question. I think it just hit me one day, and I was thinking, I need to find the real Jordan Peterson. Gotta find this guy. I don't think that we have found the real Jordan Peterson yet. I think.
Well, I certainly haven't. I haven't even found a fake one, as far as I know. Unless maybe the guy that works at like the gas station that sells me boiled peanuts I don't know his name. It may be Jordan Peterson. I'll ask him next time for you.
I think once I'm done with this project, I might find. Well, it's interesting. Like, who do you want to find? You know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like the question. Like you said, like it's not like my dad or anything like that. It's the real Jordan.
Yeah, you just feel compelled. There's something is pulled at you. Like this is my quest for the moment, is to find the real Jordan Schlansky, or whatever his name is.
Peterson.
Yeah.
So like I said, there's a once you actually get into it. There's Michael Jordan Peterson.
So there's a lot of different ones. So how are you going to know when you find the real one? Do you have like a test, maybe? How are you going to know when you find the real guy?
I think well, it's like a, it's who knows? That's the thing. You'll know.
You'll know it. Yeah. No, I totally understand.
Yeah. You'll and some people will actually know it when I ask them too. Like in their mind, I can see it in their face. They're like, "Yeah, I'm Jordan Peterson."
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like a magical thing at this point.
This is a fascinating.
You would not believe it, dude. Yeah, you would not believe it. It's not. Sorry, what?
No, I was just saying. I just hope you're like taking notes and things like that, because I think.
Oh yeah.
You know, at the end of this quest, I think if you wrote it down and did like a book or something, I think Hollywood would come a calling. I think this would be a great movie. The quest for you, and especially all the people that you run into, you know, across the way. You probably gather up a couple of people that join in on your quest, things like that. I think that'd be a really good movie.
I think it's got to be like a little secret, but it's also, I mean, you know, I guess if people want to send me clips of people saying that they're Jordan Peterson, I don't know. Otherwise,
well, I mean,
I just
you do it afterwards. You do it afterwards. Once the journey's said and done. Nobody's gonna go buy a book about here's the thing I'm trying to do. Nobody's gonna buy. You're like, you know what I mean? Like if somebody was like, I'm halfway up Everest.
You have to do it.
Nobody's buying that book.
You have to. No, I'm already manifesting it. So
yeah, and that's the first step. You know, you got to manifest it and get it out there, and then once it comes to its conclusion, that's when you write it down, sell the story to Hollywood.
Yeah, well, no, I mean,
I'm just thinking
it's not even about like that necessarily. I think the journey, like your sock puppet thing, the sock cop or whatever, that's part of something that is like higher level than what it's higher level than just like not doing anything.
Oh my goodness, great!
If that
I never
makes
thought of
sense.
it that way. Yeah. But no, you're absolutely right.
And it's
100% right.
to create art, high-end art like that, that no, like yeah, I mean, nobody has to like even like see it, but it's almost like so dumb that it can. Well, I'm not saying that like what you're doing is dumb. I'm saying
Yeah.
it's like, and that's the thing. It's almost like you're like, wow, this is high-end art, and nobody would recognize that unless they were to sit there and like watch it happen, because it's like magical, you know?
Oh my goodness gracious! I think there was a compliment in there somewhere. I appreciate that, my friend. That's very kind of you to say. Some of those words were very kind of you to say. We did just get a raid from Odo Cookie. Odo Cookie, thank you so much for raiding. Are you familiar with Odo Cookie? I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it.
That's a negative.
Okay.
You know, so.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
I'm not either, but I appreciate you, Odo Cookie, for raiding in. We're talking to our good pal. What was your name again?
You just KRS1G420 is my handle on
Sock
Twitch.
Pop as a magical sock.
Yeah.
I just started my channel, so I'm just like trying to view everyone, trying to find the real Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, you got to get a lay of the land. I did that too whenever I didn't know how Twitch worked at all. You know what I mean? You got to like spend a little time. You'll watch some things.
It's interesting that you can like call into like live shows like this, and you're, you know, I'll go back and view this and. Probably not clips.
There's Ed Trotz. I recognize Ed Trotz. Welcome in, my friend, and Positive Puppet. Thank you, guys.
But yeah, if anyone wants to send me some clips of the real Jordan Peterson, you can send it to my handle.
Yeah. I'll ask some people. I'll see if I'll try to send it your way. You're trying to find this guy, whoever he is, wherever he may be.
Jordan or Michael Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, Michael Jordan Peterson, whoever it may be.
People that
Aldo Cookie. Oh, I get it. Aldo Cookie. That's what it is. Aldo Cookie. You get it now? I get it now.
But yeah, I mean, it's special.
That's very good.
I don't know, like, you know, you have anything that you're working on aside from the sock pup thing? You got another side character that you're going to do or something, or?
Well, no, I'm not really so much into characters and things. I like a good quest, kind of like you're going on. But my quest is to stop the speeders. Oh yeah. That's usually what I try to do. That's what occupies most of my time, trying to stop speeders.
Just riding around as a sock cop.
Yeah. Just you know, I stop. I see somebody that's driving too fast, and then I give them a ticket, and then. Eventually, there'll be no more speeders, and then Utopia. So that's my plan.
Really?
That's what I'm working on. Yeah. That is my quest. Aldo Cookie, I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing? My friend? Hey, have you ever been to England? I haven't.
No, I've only been mainland, like America.
Yeah, me too.
Presently.
Me too. Well, I went to Mexico once, but I can't really talk about that. But. What if? Have you ever considered the fact that what if this Michael Jordan character that you're looking for is somewhere else? What if he's in Mozambique or something like that?
Well, I think that's the beauty of broadcasting it across like different platforms.
Oh, you're right.
Looking for it, you know.
Yeah. I forgot what year it was. You could totally reach people.
Yeah, people do Twitch out of like all over, and you'd be surprised the people that say that they're Jordan Peterson. You know, that's the like the magic number. You know, you're like, I'll know when I find him.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
So, oh yeah, it's heavy. It's a heavy.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that save right there. I caught that. I appreciate that.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. I just appreciate you calling in and adding some good stuff to the show. And keeping it clean. He didn't say anything about any untoward bodily functions or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like some people like to do. So I appreciate that. And I'm happy to help along in your quest. I'll ask around anybody that I find that's named Jordan. I'll give them your info.
Yeah, you'll be surprised, dude.
I can't wait. I got a whole new thing to do. I'll just go up to strangers now and be like, "Excuse me, are you Jordan Peterson?
Peterson? Yeah.
Peterson, yeah, whatever." And they'll be like, either yes or no.
You're
It's
crazy,
a 50-50
bro.
shot.
That's a lot more bold than I am. I don't just like walk up to strangers. I at least like hide behind the internet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. I'm talking to a sock puppet right now.
Well, you know, you're on a quest. You're on a mighty quest. You gotta have some steps in that quest to get there. But I do.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's funny. Well, I think it's funny. It's more my own journey.
That's what it's all about. It's your own journey. It's all about, you all right? You need a drink?
Me? No, I'm just smoking this joint.
No.
You guys puff on the show or no?
Do I do what now?
Puff on the show?
Puff on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that. What does that mean?
Smoke some weed?
Oh, marijuana's like all the thing? No. I don't normally. That's not one of the activities that I normally do on the old Twitch stream. Is that what people do? Do people enjoy watching that kind of content? Would you watch somebody else indulge in a marijuana?
A puppet like smoking a joint? That'd be funny. Like every once in a while.
Oh well, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I know, right? It's the irony of a cop puppet smoking a joint. You know, like that shit would crack me the fuck up. Like, not that it would have to be a part of a show. You know, and maybe be something that might not even hit. I don't know. It's a cop puppet smoking. I mean, it's
you
a
never
puppet. Puppet cop smoking a joint. To me, I just think it's, I don't know, funny right now.
It could be.
Thank
you so much, my friend.
You would have to like rewatch, watch it later or whatever, and figure it out. Figure out if, like I'm smoking right now, so I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, you're totally fine.
It's legal here in Colorado, though. It's not. You said you're in Alabama or something.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to get away with something like that there.
It's not legal there?
No. Isn't that weird? You would think
serious?
such a forward-thinking place, but no, unfortunately.
I thought it was federally legal.
Well, I don't know. I have to double check. I haven't Googled it lately. It might be.
I thought the feds just like decriminalized it, but I don't know because I don't know. In Utah, it's legal, so.
Oh, interesting. I don't know.
I was like.
But you don't have to worry about me. I'm not going to come over there and and be like, knock on the door.
No, I mean, it's legal where I'm. It's legal in Colorado, so.
I don't care. Yeah, you do what you want to do.
I mean, just smoke weed and.
Yeah, have a great
talk to sock puppets.
I don't know this puppet you're talking about, but yeah. You talk to socks all you want to. That's the great thing about that. The pioneers did not have that luxury. They were not able to do these things.
Well, this is live, right?
Yeah.
You're
as
just
far as I
entering
know.
the rabbit hole there, friend.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as viewers know, I'm like in that world. Or I'm not like, I'm obviously talking to a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they're like seeing like a sock puppet, and I mean, we're just shooting the shit.
Yeah, that's the way that it is. Well, I appreciate you calling in, my friend. And I hope you find this Jerry fella you're looking for.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Jerry. Jerry, if you're out there, you know where to find me.
Yeah, please call him. We'd like to find an end to this magical journey.
Who knows? I mean, I think there's a little Jerry in all of us.
There is. And I think probably at the end you're going to realize that the real treasure was all the Jerrys you met along the way.
Really?
I don't know. That's just a guess. I think so. But anyway. Well, all right, my friend. Well, I'm going to let you go.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have usually a great rest of your night, okay?
Peace.
He said peace. That was at the end right there. That was it. Yeah, 100% a real site. Thank you so much for your call, my friend. Thank you so much for your call. Be sure to not drive. But they go, Brenda's on the line. Brenda, you better not be driving neither. You people out here, why are all these? Hello, caller, you're on the air. How can I help you?
You know this was coming.
Oh my goodness
people were
gracious.
asking for it. So, you know, you want
here
me
it
to
is.
call or you don't want me to call. So I'm
Here it
calling
is.
now.
Here it
And
is. Just another
boy,
blowhard,
am I
ladies and
glad-
gentlemen.
And boy, am I glad I followed up that. I am on my way to your old stomping grounds. I will not be doing your tour.
Well, you're missing out, but I understand.
Yeah, I understand that, but you know, I've been to Tucson many times, and you know what? There's just not a lot to do there. Apparently, I'm staying at a very posh place.
Ooh, what is it called? Does it have a 6 in the name?
No, I don't know. I mean, it's a JW thing. When I was there the last time, we spent some time there, and I took pictures, and I wrote, I took some pictures, and I said, this would be a really great place to write a book. Maybe they'll let me take over during the off season, because that's what it reminded me of.
Oh, like The Shining.
Yes. Except it's a desert.
So you're in the desert right now? Oh.
I fly out Friday.
Oh, okay. What's today?
So
Wednesday.
What's today? I don't know. You know,
No, it's Wednesday. I answered myself.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I've had a bad day today.
My goodness gracious.
I've actually had a bad day today, but I had a good day today. It's one of those things where it's, you know, Calicut, you asked for this.
So you
know,
mix them together, you get just a regular day, I guess.
Possibly. Anyway, so I'm going to be taking some information, and I don't know if you'll hear from me. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming or not. I don't know. Because it looks like I might be busy doing family stuff, but I've got a phone, and I don't know if you can stream from a phone. I know you do like TikTok live, but at the same time, you told me you can't even do a live unless you have like a weird tall audience.
Yeah, you gotta have 1,000 followers, which in TikTok terms is like is like 1.
It's like 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
people on TikTok, they'll be like, "Oh, look at this guy on TikTok. He's got 2 million followers." And people are like, that's not that big of a deal. I got 1.5. You know what I mean? Like it's that the numbers on there. I don't know if they're entirely accurate or not. Is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, but who really is? Because 99% of everything on the internet is like a chat bot or a porn bot or what have you. You know, nobody's real.
And I've also heard that 96% of like numbers and things are just made up. So.
Yeah, but there's only a 50% chance of that. So you got to go that right.
Well, now I'm confused. I don't know. You put too much math in.
Well, it doesn't take much.
It really doesn't. It really
doesn't. It doesn't. Take this abuse. You're a hard man to get a hold of. I've been trying to. You have to be my Obi-Wan on all this.
I'm really not.
Yes, you are.
I'm around.
You're not going to be my Obi-Wan. But every time I've said Scott Steiner, every time I've tried to get a hold of you,
you got a 33 and a third chance of getting in touch with me.
And I know Koblaski's not here, and I've not heard him call in for a while.
I know. What's he been up to?
Wrestling fans?
Yeah, he's met like every wrestler.
But see, I want to see, and this would have been just an excellent match. And I don't know who I would want it to be, but I want to see a Scott Steiner in his prime. I'm talking Steiner with hair, he's jumping around doing all that stuff against a Brock Lesnar in his prime. That would be an excellent match. And people are getting hurt, and things are just right. But I also don't know if I want it to be Scott or Rick, because Rick was just as nasty as Scott. So.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're doing some dream booking there. Sagebert, thank you so much for coming in from the raid from Aldo Cookie, which that's the only way I know how to say it now, because I was just saying Aldo, which sort of sounds like owl, and that's not what it's about.
As I said in the chat, which got me a lot of crap, which is what I'm here for. Cookies in England are known as biscuits. So, and apparently Raji and Ganshi actually made biscuits and gravy, or biscuits and gravy. I mean, like, who doesn't like biscuits and gravy? If you don't like biscuits and gravy, you're a communist. If they ever had that there. And I give Sitar a hard time because of the wonderful culinary tradition that is the British Isles.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway. But no, you're a hard man to get a hold of. I need you to be my Obi-Wan on this. Now, luckily, Twitch has this like 20-day course that you can take, and because I'm like looking, I need to know how to like do OBS, and then also I'm looking at stuff like, okay, well, how do you get like the commands, and how do you get like the stuff danced on the screen, and how do you do all of that stuff? And I got nobody around to do it, you know. And you know, I don't want to hear about you getting COVID or you having a child and a wife and the life. I need you to pay attention to me. So, I mean, is that too much to ask?
No, it's not too much to ask. And all you got to do is stop texting me you up at 12:30 at night. That's all you got to do.
Forgot.
Pick a more reasonable
I
time.
forgot. We're on a different time.
Are we in different time zones? You're in Florida.
Yes, we are. Well, I'm in Florida, Indiana, which is a time zone in itself.
Oh, yeah, that's
By
right.
the way, I've had people ask me, are you from Florida, really? No.
Like, that would be so weird to be from Florida.
Well, it is. You know,
what's the big difference? Like, in the grand scheme of things, what's the difference?
Well, but here's the thing, and this used to be when I used to live out in L.A. You Eric, can go with this. You never meet anybody in L.A. who's from L.A. So I'm wondering if, you know, you can probably say the same thing about New York. I guess you can, because, you know, you see a lot of New York natives.
You know, I found the same thing to be
from...
true about Tucson, too. That pretty much everybody that I met there was from somewhere else.
It's usually just, you know, a couple miles south, probably.
Well, there was a lot of that, but there's also a lot of people that be like, "Oh, I was born in Wichita, Kansas." And they're like, "Well, what are you doing here?" And they're like, "I don't know. I just looked around."
Well, you got
to
to think that 100 years ago, I would even say 60 years ago. I don't know. I'm so old. When I say 50 years ago, that's now like the 70s, and that makes me depressed. But
yeah.
You know,
I think
not
50
more
years
than
ago,
100
I'm thinking, "Oh yeah, when they invented electricity." Yeah, that's right.
Is you know, there's not a whole lot there in Arizona. There's not a whole lot to do. It's the desert. I mean,
it is almost
nice
like
stuff.
a desert. Yeah.
It's like a desert.
Yeah, it's very much like a desert. Yeah.
So if you're not like in the army or in the army, there's really not a whole lot to do.
That's an Air Force base, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Same difference. They fly planes. Hey, you know what? G.I. Joe never had them split up. So there you go. That's
You know what? I've never thought about that. I've never thought about that in my life. Why didn't they have different branches of G.I. Joe? It was all just G.I. Joe.
Yes, because they had Gung Ho, who was a Marine. They had Shipwreck, who was obviously in the Navy.
Gotta be.
A lot more important than he should be. And then there was Stryker. I think he was the one who flew the jet. So he would be in the Air Force. So it's like a mishmash of all of them. So,
see, now that's Unity.
There's none from like Unity, though.
That's Unity, yeah.
Prediction.
G.I. Joe.
Oh,
they were together. They came together.
You know, I was watching the opening of the movie. What are we talking about again? I was watching the opening of the G.I. Joe movie, the cartoon, the only movie that it was. And the opening is actually very good in the movie unto itself. But looking back as an adult, and this is what sucked about being an adult, I am thinking about all the collateral damage and how they couldn't hit a barn and how you can't blow up an aircraft carrier over New York City and not expect it to come down on, you know, hit something and cause normal lots of death. You know, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I think about that too. I was watching the RoboCop cartoon the other day, and they actually mentioned it in the very first episode that we're talking about.
Right?
Yeah. It's a robot. You know, they changed it so he doesn't shoot bullets. He shoots lasers, which is totally fine for kids. As long as it's not a bullet. I mean, it still does the exact same thing, but it's a laser. It's not a bullet. You know. So that's fine.
And that's an interesting thing because they have Rambo. Rambo was for kids. The PTSD Army Ranger who murders people. You know, that's obviously for kids.
I don't know if they gave him lasers or what. I haven't seen that cartoon yet.
I mean, Reaganomics did a lot for the 80s and how it completely deranged us as children. But what's interesting is I know that's why in the cartoon, in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Foot Clan is all robots, so they can actually use their ninja weapons on them. And why people died in the Transformers movie, because you could shoot the Transformers movie. it has some pretty horrific violence, but it's okay because it's robots and it's not a person.
Oh yeah, that's totally
So you
fine.
got to think about
Until
that.
the robots take over and see what we've been doing in movies all these years, and then oh boy, we're gonna pay for that.
You know, I often think if the robots do take over, are they really going to destroy us, or are they just not going to care?
Oh man,
Because they're
that's
so
worse.
much higher than us. Well, yeah, it's like you see all these alien invasion movies, and you see, okay, so you've got this culture and people who are so far advanced of us, like they're going to worry about us. Like Magellan or Columbus cared about the ants he was stepping on, and on the so far beneath him. So you know.
Yeah. But I think
There you go.
also destroy just to make room. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, there's a bunch of stuff over there. I need to put stuff over there. Whammos, gone. Robot stomp.
Well, robot stomp. Robot
Well, I'm assuming that's probably the most efficient way. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Why do you have a bowl of potatoes? Did I miss something? I haven't been paying attention.
Anonymous got them for me. Yeah, you're not paying attention? It's
Yeah,
an easy
well,
plot to follow. Just as bullhard. Somebody
I
gives a
understand
tip
that, but I've been busy
at
doing other stuff.
tipsock.com,
And I got
and
people
then I
on
get
top.
something for the desk. It's easy as
We're
ABC,
just
or
gonna fight.
Reaganomics, as you like to call it.
Right.
They are some pretty good
this
potatoes.
is
Look at
what
these
we're-
things. There's not a bad spot on these potatoes. You don't even have to peel these potatoes. You can just eat them raw. They're so good.
Yeah, if you like the teeth. I had to throw away my potatoes because they got soft. I kept them in the refrigerator. And I've gotten
Potatoes
to the point now where I'm throwing away food, which is not something I want to do. So it's like, it's very hard because when you live on your own, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
such a loving, open person that, you know, people want to spend all the time with me.
Yeah.
That, you know, I
But on the rare
I'm very
occasion when you
selfish.
don't have a guest,
Yes, exactly. I can get all this food, and like right now, I've got a lot of dry stuff, and I got, you know, my freezer full, but in sort of the refrigerator and produce, I ain't got nothing. I'm gonna be gone for a bit, so it's like, okay.
yeah, why
I
go
think
buy
I've got-
milk?
I
It's just
think
gonna
I got
sit there and curdle on you.
Curdle?
Is that what it does? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have a sense of smell.
I'm not
so I
a
don't know
dairy
why.
farmer. I don't know what
You
milk
should
does.
be. You make a lot of money at that. You got enough space out there, out in the middle of nowhere with the Taco Bell and stuff.
It's too many trees. Too many trees.
Trees? You
Yeah,
can't
too
have
many
trees and cows.
Yeah, it's pine trees all over the
Yeah.
dadgum place. If you try to put a bunch of cows here, the cows will be like, oh, dang, I'm stuck in between these two pine trees.
I did not know the bovine natural enemy was spruce pine.
It's not its enemy.
Anything like that.
It's just inconvenient is all.
It's inconvenient.
It's just
Well, we're
how would
Americans,
you
so
feel if
inconvenience
all
is
of a
our
sudden there was 100 pine trees sprouted up in your apartment? You know what I mean? That's
I
inconvenient.
live in Indiana. I think that's pretty much the case. The only time it would get worse if I was in like Washington.
They're not in your apartment though.
No.
Or maybe
You
they
might
are.
be.
I don't know.
You don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've seen your kitchen. I have seen your kitchen though.
Kitchen? Yeah.
You put your kitchen on the
So-
internet like a fool.
Yeah, I put a lot of stuff on the internet.
Now
There's a lot of
anybody
stuff on the
can.
internet out there.
Everybody knows what your
Cheap,
kitchen
cheap.
looks like now.
Oh my goodness! And then the world will stop, you know, as it is.
Yep.
By the way, I figured something out. I didn't figure it out. I'm sure people know this, but I actually got a library card because I read English, and what you can do with the library card, and this is very interesting. There is a program called Canopy.
Yes.
That is a streaming service.
Mhm.
And you can basically watch anything you want with the library card. And there's some neat stuff on there.
All kind of
And
good stuff,
apparently
yeah.
you can also like do books. I enjoy that. I enjoy having. I enjoy the technological impacts that are, you know, because you think, you know, libraries, who goes to them? You know, you go there when you know, want to be quiet, or, you know, back 25 years ago when I wanted to study and hang out for the afternoon. But it's nice having books and movies, and they're odd movies too. Not like odd movies, like good movies that are like hard to get a hold of. So this is a paid spot for Canopy, but it's free. So I just thought that was neat. But
No, that's great. Yeah. We also have, it depends on your library. They can have different ones. Some of them have Canopy, which most of them have Canopy. That's kind of the big one. But they also have one called Hoopla that our library has. So you can use Hoopla as well. It's a very similar type of thing. They don't have as much stuff. I think it's more like audiobook leaning, but they do have a bunch of audiobooks and stuff that you can get out of there. But no, it's fantastic. I try to tell everybody, get you a library card. You get all kind of free stuff with a library card. But some people turn their nose up at it like they're too good for it or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm too good for a lot of stuff.
But not too good for a library.
And not too good for a sock on the internet. Because you are.
What does that have to do with anything? I was talking about a library.
I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
I'm giving you a compliment, gosh darn it.
Oh, is that what that is?
I know we got. Yes, that's what that is. I know.
I couldn't see it because of all the back of the hand was right in the way.
The back of the hand? No, I'm being serious. Crying out loud. Just take your libraries are the best, and so are you, because I would not be in this position. There's two ways you can make what I'm about to say. I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for you, and that could be taken many different ways. But I would not want to be doing. Go to Tucson. Well, I'm sitting in my kitchen right now, but starting my streaming journey because of you. Because much like you, I thought YouTube was going to be the way to go. Same thing with Weird Paul, apparently it's like that. But, editing is a lot of work, and it takes up a lot of time. It's very tedious. That's why you get paid for it.
Yes.
So
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just to the blowhard. Wait a minute. I gotta say thank you to Remy25 for gifting out 2 submarine sandwiches to the. Oh my goodness gracious! And dadgum Hamir did a rewind. Now we're in a rewind.
Starting my streaming journey.
Hold, please.
Because much like you, I thought YouTube was going to be the way to go. Same thing with Weird Paul. Apparently it's like that. But, editing is a lot of work, and it takes up a lot of time. It's very tedious. That's why you get paid for it.
Yes, gracious.
So
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just to the blowhard. Wait a minute. I gotta say thank you to Remy25. There we go. Thank you so much, Remy. Thank you so much, Remy, for those 2 delicious sub sandwiches. And also Gorilla Man 28. Thank you for following. Welcome in, Gorilla Man. Wait, I got a gorilla sound effect I can play for you right here.
So are we in bizarro world? Because me getting on and talking to you is now gaining you viewers?
Well, somebody followed. I don't know. He may have hit the wrong button. He is a Gorilla Man.
Well, but you went up to 35. When I first came on, it was 29.
Oh, really? I don't know. I don't look at the numbers. I have no idea. They could be 2 or 200. I have no idea.
I'm lucky to get over 5, but then again, I'm not at anywhere level that you are. So I'm
Diva?
like.
Is that what you said?
What?
Did you say you're not the diva level I'm at?
No, I'm not anywhere. Where I don't know. You could be a diva. I could see you being a diva.
I've thought about becoming a diva.
Like, you're just being like you're beneath me, and I want to see a picture of you standing around people. In all areas and just looking like you were disgusted to be in their presence, and
how dare you breathe the same air as me? I don't know. That seems like it'd be fun for a little while.
Be fun, yeah. That's why I enjoy doing it. That's why I like healing as much as I do. I like to lean into everybody complaining about me because again, what'd you say last night? I drink that in. I drink.
Yeah. You feed off of it. Yeah.
I feed off of it.
Yeah. It gives you power.
And I will warn people, and I do have very strong opinions. I live up to my name. Mm-hmm. I probably talk about a lot of stuff I really don't know about, and that's part of the fun. It's entertaining. So if you like me now, you think I'm a nice guy, wait till you start hearing me jibber jabber more than what I do here, because I just need a live. I'm like CM Punk. I need a live mic, and that's all I need. And
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm stealing a lot of the ideas that I think you should do. I'm doing for myself, but I'm also trying not to get too like the promo idea. Like you said, cut a promo.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
But I mean, let's be honest. Who do you think would cut a better promo, you or me?
Well, it depends on what it was, I guess. If it was about like a movie or something.
I'm talking
probably.
about anything. I'm talking. So like how the whole gimmick will be much how you do like movie reviews and stuff like that. Cut a promo and cut a promo on anything. So we're gonna try this now, and give me something random to cut a promo about.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No.
Okay, the
I just wanted to see what would happen if I said potatoes. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. You know, I'm very upset because I was looking forward to having a potato. Don't you think you would like a potato? Potatoes are great. They're full of starch and they're still full of fiber. But you know what I found out, sir? I found out that they went bad. How dare they? I've got an air fryer, a crock pot, a stove that I could take those potatoes and make it a work of art. But no, I have been stopped because of the gracious nature of them not being able to last 2 weeks in a refrigerator. And you know who I blame for that is I blame the potatoes. So you know what? I am going to end this where I began it. So you see this now. I am here, and it's going to be over right now on WrestleMania. There you go.
Oh my goodness gracious, that's spectacular. That is very good. That's a very good promo about potatoes. But let me ask you this: you keep potatoes in your refrigerator?
I do. Okay, so I'm of the idiot generation, where anything in the refrigerator keeps for a long time. I know you probably should. So, like, because last time I kept a bunch of potatoes, we had a conversation about this a long time ago. I remember it because you made me laugh because you sent out a Soundgarden joke. Is they became something that potatoes should not become, and that is like this large mass of plants. And you know, it looked like it was going to take over. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
oh yeah, they'll do that for sure. But I don't know.
I'm a big guy.
But keeping them in, did you always keep them in the refrigerator? Because here's the thing that I realized. I saw an article one time talking about what food should you keep in the refrigerator and whatnot, and they say, well, where is it at the store? And I said, well, daggone, that's a good point. Because who has a vested interest in keeping the food fresher than the dadgum grocery store? So if it keeps better in the fridge, they'd put it in the refrigerator section.
You know, you've got a point, and you've got a point. But you also
it's not my point. I read it somewhere.
Well, you still have it. I mean, you still are in control, or not control of it, but you still own a portion of it. Like I didn't create this computer, but you also live with other person. I chose poorly, and so I have been on my own for about 15 years. So I've had to. And what's funny is I was on my own, then I got married, and now I'm on my own again. And that's just how things work. Gen X kid. But I enjoy being on my own, but that also means discovering things on my own, and that is how to live like an adult, which I'm still in my 48th year trying to get to that point. I mean, I got so bored this weekend, I made an AI. I took every car that I owned that I had and said to the AI, make these into Autobots. And you know what? It works, and I posted it online.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because that's what 48-year-olds do.
I think I liked it. Yeah, you've been having a great old time.
I don't know what to do. It has become, and I blame the stink in my rear on this. I made a song, and the lyrics are something that I would have probably written in high school. But looking at it now, it's like, okay, I could put a beat to this, but really? It was so bad I couldn't post it in your Discord, so I had to edit it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. It was that bad. It used an R word that we don't use anymore. That used to be something that was very common.
Oh, I understand. Really, the AI did that? Interesting.
Yeah.
What are you using, like a middle school AI or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't seem to do anything real exciting, or anything that would be too blue or anything like that, because it's tells me no. But this is an interesting question about AI, and I brought this up. So what I find interesting on my streaming journey is that I can. Okay, let's go back 15 years when I had my website. Okay, the Xanis Filmorama that you saw. I like that. I basically coded that, did all the graphics, all of that by hand behind a computer. But it took forever to do, and it made upkeep very good. So I want to get back to that level, but I also don't really have a whole lot of time. So I am finding that the AI experience is getting me like graphics and things like that. That's real easy that I can get close to the level that I have. And I plan on using it much like you would say clip art or something along those lines. Or, you know, like those CDs they used to carry at Staples, like, you know, oh, here's 10,000 fonts or what have you, you know. So I can get back to a level where I can make it myself and I have time to work on it. But then there's the whole, well, AI is taking a job away from somebody, which I can actually understand, because when I went to school, well, we talked about this on this podcast that has apparently gone the way of the Ark of the Covenant, but I went for like video editing, shooting, and things like that, and filmmaking and all of that. And now any Tom, Dick, and Harry can do it with their iPhone or their Android phone. And it's good that people can do that, but it also basically put me out of a job. So I'm kind of on a how do I say it? I'm kind of conflicted about it, because I'm going to use it. I've used it to make some graphics. I used it to you know, make some intros and outros, maybe some music. But as long as I replace it when somebody says, or when I have enough scratch to say to Weird Paul, hey, write me a theme song, here's $10,000 or however much I'm going to give him. Don't get any ideas. I think I'll give you that much. You know,
I was about to say, I tried to get him to write me a theme song a long time ago, and it was too busy. But I think if I said I'll give you $10,000, I think he would have made some time.
I'm using that as an example, but I don't know how you feel about that, because most of your graphics are handmade. But I'm sure when you started way back when on the Vines and the Periscopes, you didn't. And I'm also wondering, because I think I found you on Twitch when you were already affiliate, and you already had all the knickknacks and paddywhacks and gives a dog the bones and all that. So I don't know how far you've gotten, but like your intros to, like, say, the animal of the day. I mean, that's straight After Effects, and not even to mention the fact that I have to find a way to get After Effects without paying $600 to use it, which is a joke. And or, you know, trying to find, and I'm trying to find like the GIMP version of how GIMP is like Photoshop, and GIMP is not a bad word, it's what it's called. Or
DaVinci does a good job
like that.
I would use DaVinci.
You know, so it's like, you know, I like how you make all your graphics.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that you are an inspiration of me, and it pains me to do that because I don't like to give praise.
I know. I could feel the pain. I could feel the physical pain radiating through your body as you said that. But I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it and stuff too. But I also remember there's you know, things change, first of all, and I also remember like when back when Photoshop started being a thing, people would be like, you would see people, they're like, oh, I'm an artist, and they would say, oh, what? Oh, show me some of your art. And they'd be like, oh, that's really pretty. And then they would say, I did that in Photoshop, and they'd be like, you're not a real artist. You're not a real artist. You did that in that's digital. That's not real. You know what I mean? But then eventually everybody was just like, oh, okay, that's fine.
And to say, because I never really edited on reel-to-reel, and I never did like actual film editing. And non-linear editing has revolutionized everything. It makes everything so much easier.
Right.
But you still have to know, and there's still aspects of talent that needs to be there. Like, you have to know what cuts and what not. You need to know like what shots to go with what before you get to that uncanny valley, or you feel like you've been punched in the face, or, you know, it's like music. It has to all be in key, and all has to, you know, it's mathematics. So there is a lot of talent, but at the same time, how many how many Mozarts are not there because not the ability is not there, but the access is not there.
Yeah, they didn't have a piano. I think about that all the time. Think about that. Probably the greatest guitar player that ever lived probably never even got to play the guitar. Grew up in some poor village somewhere. But if somebody would have put a guitar in their hand, they would have been like, squealy-daily-day! God's gift to guitar, but they just never got the chance, you know?
And I'm also very fascinated, and I've said this before, and people don't seem to quite understand this, but a lot of what I do is very tongue-in-cheek. A lot of the whole, look at me, the whole persona of me being very narcissistic, which may not be a persona, but it is very much a comment on the times and how, like I said, when I made my website, the whole joke of it was, I'm a nobody, I'm some potato eater in, that's an insult now, potato eater in Indiana, and now I have an access. And if everybody thinks that I'm something by looking at this, then it's something. Like Dana Carvey once said something, and it actually has sit with me for a while. If you have a cantaloupe and you put it on TV, and this probably had more effect when I was a teenager because we did things like TV, and you showed the 24/7 cantaloupe, you could take that cantaloupe on tour and people would point and say, look, there's the cantaloupe.
There's the cantaloupe. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
It's just a cantaloupe.
Yeah, it's all about marketing, for sure. But just on the blowhard, I love talking to you, you know this. But I just looked at the clock. I realized it's 9:30. And morning Sock Cop is going to be very mad at tonight's Sock Cop for staying up too late. So
I might be around this weekend. I might pop in now and then. So if you guys want to see me in Tucson, you can. I might stream on Sunday, but if not, I will see you Tuesday. And get a hold of me. I may have time to talk. So see you all later. And thank you for taking my call.
Well, thank you for calling, my friend. Smooch's Fuse. Oh, was it? Well, all right, goodbye then. I guess goodbye. Thank you so much. Just on the blowhard. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Phone call shows always get weird. It's always hard to ascertain whether they're interesting or not. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. I had fun talking to folks. Thank you so much, Ready Locks. Smooches for yous. Ready Locks. Yes, indeed, yo's. Thank you so much for hanging around. And I'm going to raid. I was just kind of casually scrolling through Twitch looking at people with like 1 viewers. And there's this guy doing some painting. And he's been on for several hours with nobody watching. So he may be a total jerk. I do not know. I do not know. But I thought it might be fun to just go see somebody that's got nobody watching, but they're still doing something interesting, and see what happens. So who knows? This kid is named Dylan. Not Dylan. Just randomly found him. Scrolling through Twitter, don't know anything, or Twitch, don't know anything about him. So if he starts screaming horrible things, please don't blame me. But he seems just like a regular dude. So Smooch's Fuse, if you are going to bed, allow me to tuck you in. Sock Cop loves you, baby. Yes, indeed, else. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It really does mean the world to me. Thanks for all the love and the support. Thank you, Anonymous, for the potatoes. Thank you, Positive Puppet, and everybody that came in with that fantastic raid. From IU, Cookie. Thank you so much for that raid, my friend. Very kind of you. We're going to go check out this kid. Smooches for you. Have you a fantastic rest of your night. Oh, I got to hit this button. There we go. There we go. We're going to raid this character. And I guess there's nothing left except for the old man to croon you all to sleep.
Belated B-Day biddies from yours truly.
Oh my goodness gracious, Simone Sylvania! Smooches for you. Thank you so much for those 100 bits. Oh my goodness gracious. Your timing is awful. But dadgummit, I love you, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. Tell him good night, old man.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.
Okay, so that person that I was gonna write, they literally just shut it down. Right as we was about to go over there. So now
a gallon
of tiny corns. I kind of started all over. Let me see. I thought that was going to be such a fun thing to do. Go see somebody that be the kid has been streaming for 4 hours, over 4 hours, and I can see his chat. It says Dylan Not Dylan is now live. And then the second one is some random guy that says, I love your art style. And that's it. That's all in 4 hours. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Mandevilles, whoever you say. Commodore Friday, let's do it. R-A-I-D. The Mandevilles. I don't know who they are. But if you vouch for them, then dadgummit, I love them. So I'm still going to follow that Dylan kid. I'm going to rate him one of these days. Oh, they're friends of yours? Well, dadgum. There we go. Your old dad is great, Harvey Esquire. We definitely rated him.
Thanks.
Before. Thank you so much, Peach. Thank you so much for calling in, Peach. That was a lot of fun talking to you, my friend. It's very rare to have fun conversations about that where we can invent terrible business ideas but they're not terrible. But we're going to the Mandevilles right now, so I God bless you, everybody. I hate the long goodbye. So just another 45 minutes or so, and I'll let you go. You hang up first. All right, Sock up loves you, everybody. Here we go. We're going to see these cats. Toodaloos. I know I'm still streaming. I'm trying to type in the Mandevilles because it doesn't take me whenever I go to the thing. I gotta type it in. I'm sure there's a better way. I'm assuming these are the right guys.